Welcome to another episode of The Bastard Sermon. I'm one of your three hosts, Cody Hucker.
Patrick the Big Cheese Seta.
And Luke Young. God damn it, Patrick.
That name sucks, Pat.
It's going.
We're not sticking
It's
with
not
the
going.
Big Cheese
All right,
Seta.
Dude, it's going to be a thing.
Name 3 people within the last week that have stuck to the Big Cheese nickname.
I haven't talked to anyone.
Oh.
Let me just
they could be calling me
You
that all
sound
the
even
time.
sillier.
let me just railroad this whole fucking thing and introduce our guest, Blake Hammond, Cincinnati comedian. Give it up, boys.
Yeah. Blake the Big Cheese Hammond.
Yeah, Big Cheese.
No, don't steal, man. No.
What do you think about Pat's shitty nickname? that he's
I
given
think it's
himself?
fucking terrible. Why did you ever think that was a good idea?
He got a fucking hat
I got
with
a
it.
hat.
You got a hat? Like, would you go to Lids and you were
No,
like,
no,
hey,
no,
man,
no.
give me the douchiest thing you have at Lids.
Dude, I'm glad you brought this up, all right, because I saw a friend of mine, Carmen, he had one, and I loved it, and I had to
you
have
did.
it, and I searched everywhere for it. It's such a stupid hat. That's why I like it, dude. It's so fucking stupid, but I just want that to be a thing now. I just
Is
wanna
it
be the
from
Big Cheese.
anything, or is it just like a...
The cheese section at Kroger.
That's kind of fun. All right, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So-
I literally thought you went to Lids and had it made, like, where it just says the Big Cheese on some fucking LA hat or something. You know what I mean?
No, it's just I went to
That
the.
would've made it
I was
better.
Got a
in the
custom
I was in-
embroidered.
Yeah, custom embroidery, and that dude at Lids is like the Big Cheese. This is
Well,
the
go for it.
6th one this week.
God damn it.
Yeah, I was just walking in Kroger and I was in the cheese section, looking for some good cheeses, and I fucking saw that hat and I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
What's your idea of good cheeses? You're like cheddar, Swiss. Like I feel like
I
you're not
love
going
goat cheese,
extravagant.
man. Goat cheese is my shit. That's like my all-time favorite cheese.
I'm not a big cheese guy.
What the
I love cheese,
fuck
dude.
is wrong
That's
with
what
you?
I
I'm
always.
just not.
Boy, if I could eat cheese for every meal of every single day, no matter what, without consequence, you bet your ass.
No,
would
I
be
do,
doing that.
and I look
Yeah.
like this because of it. Like you see
Yeah.
these jeans that don't fit
This
me
is
anymore.
all cheese, dude.
If it's
Bod by cheese.
Yeah.
if it's not sweets, if I'm eating anything, it has to have meat with it. There's got to be
Motherfucker,
You
how
some
do
can
sort
have
of
cheese
meat
is
with
vegan
it.
good.
cheese.
But there's those motherfuckers that just eat blocks or sticks of
Ugh.
cheese by themselves, and I
I
can't
do
do
that
it.
shit.
I
Yeah,
can't do
absolutely.
it.
String
Sticks
cheese.
of butter.
Can't do it. I can't solo
Yeah.
meal cheese.
No, I could.
fucking
You don't
wild.
make a
It is
whole
pretty fucking
goddamn
gross.
meal out of it, Luke. What are you, an animal?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're just
actually,
talking about a
do
little
it.
snack.
My girlfriend's dad. One time we went to go drop off the little one over there to get him to babysit. He comes out whole ass block of just like the whole rectangle, the entire fucking rectangle,
sure.
half eaten, all chew marks. Not a knife has been.
See
in
what
it.
the fuck I mean?
He's just eating cheese off the block. And then she was like, Dad, are you eating fucking cheddar cheese off the block? And he's like, aged cheddar. It's really good. And then he broke off. She was like, can I get a piece? And he was like, yeah. And then he rips off this tiny little piece and then fucking gives it to her and then keeps nibbling away.
Bro,
And she was like, Dad, for real? And he was like, all right. And he nibbles off one more tiny little piece and gives that to her and keeps eating. I was like, God, that's cheese commitment.
Yeah.
Bro, there's two different types of people in the world, all right? There's cheese people, and then there are ratty people,
Oh,
that dude's
damn,
a rat.
That dude's a rat.
Dude's a rat. All right, he's eating a whole
Allie,
I love
Dad,
that dude. That dude's
Allie,
great.
dad's a rat.
I'm
Dude,
not.
I think-
I'm not saying like he's a bad guy, but he's eating cheese like a rat.
Well,
He
you
also
said there's
might
only-
be a snitch.
Might be.
Well,
a
that's
snitch.
what I was thinking. I was thinking the rats are the people who don't eat cheese. You know what I mean? They're fucking narking on us who are eating cheese. You're a little sus because you were calling this guy out who's eating a block of cheese. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I respect him as a man.
okay, well,
It's like,
now we're good.
I'm about to start calling you Dad now.
But yeah, cheese. But
It's
yeah,
a shit nickname, Pat. Let's never. I'm
No,
never.
I'm
It's never
sticking
gonna
with it,
stick.
dude. This Friday we have a live event at Friday the 13th at the Pike Tattoo Company. This episode's coming out after we record that, but
Good thing we're plugging it now.
the episode might come out after this. But yeah, I'll be wearing that hat. You bet your ass I'll be wearing that hat, and
I'll be
I'm
there
gonna
to
be.
make him silly about it.
I will be talking about it. Quite
I'm
a
sure
lot.
Mansfield will make him feel silly about it
I don't care,
And I won't be there because I have to work every time that something fun's happening.
because he's silly.
dude. Cody's got the fucking grind though. All right, you got to fucking grind and shit. I mean, do you just do comedy or do you do anything else besides comedy?
I do. I mean, I have a shitty day job, but yeah, I mean, I just do comedy.
Can you talk about your shitty day job?
Oh, can I? I
Don't-
mean, I
you don't
don't
need a
want
name
to,
drop.
but I can.
Nope.
No, I won't give a fuck. I work at Skyline. I don't. Yeah, I hope they fucking fire. Are you kidding me?
That's the perfect job for somebody that's actually trying to do
yeah,
comedy,
it doesn't
though.
matter. Yeah, it's literally I go in at like 8, I get off at 3, and then I go home and I write, and then I go out and
Yeah,
do
but
a
you
show.
should be just getting fired all the time and just like working jobs that you don't give a fuck at all
Oh
about.
yeah.
They require minimal commitment.
Yeah, no brain power at all. Just do the bullshit and then go home and do comedy. Or like, and those are the jobs you can get off too. Like, and it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, I'm leaving town this weekend. They're gonna fire me.
Who cares?
Who gives a fuck? I can just
No.
get another
You have
Gold
your-
star.
No,
Yeah.
there's people that like live for work, and then there's other people that live for their passions. You know, I mean, I don't give a fuck whatever I'm doing ever. I want to make sure I'm having fun, whatever I'm doing,
Yeah.
just as long as I can pay my bills. I don't give a single fuck. You know.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. It's like eventually, like it's becoming to the point where comedy is going to pay. Like if I got like maybe like 2 more weeks a year, or like probably like 5 or 6 more like club weeks a year, I could survive without Skyline.
How many spots a week do you do?
It just depends. Like if I'm here, it's probably like it's like fucking mics, and then maybe there'll be like 1 or 2 shows. So it's like this week I did like 2. I'll do like 2 unpaid spots and then 1 paid spot. It's like a light week. But then next week I'll have like probably like 7 or 8. Like I'll hit it hard.
How many years have you been doing it so far?
A little over 6.
Okay.
So yeah, it just
So you
depends.
guys, everybody that we've been having on the show is kind of in the
It's
same
always like the
class. And
same-
it seems like
yeah.
Chris Seamer's at about 6 years and Rand's at
He's
like
a
6
liar.
years.
He was doing it 2 years before I started.
Okay.
He's
maybe
like 8 years. Yeah, he's an 8 years.
But
in.
that's
liar.
still kind
But
of
it's
same.
still no. It's like still like yeah. It's not. Yeah, we're all in the same. We're all at like feature level. So like the middle guy, not headliners, not whatever. I mean, we're headlining some places, but it's definitely like a middle kind of the road thing.
I didn't realize at all. We talk about this every time we have a comedian. I feel like we just keep chopping up the same shit we're talking about every week. But I didn't at all know that there was a blooming Cincinnati comedy
Never.
scene.
I
thought there
talk
was-
about it every single
Fucking
time.
Wild. It's and like people are like nationally knowing it now that we are like good at stand up.
It's incredible.
It's fucking crazy. Like, and I mean, the people, like, the only thing that people showing us for is that we're not that diverse, but it's like, you can't make women and people of color do you know what I mean? Like, what are we still going to force them to do it? Like, that's
Right.
like, all the women we have in the scene are funny. Like, they're all good and they all come around and they're all, you know, fucking, one of them is on Doug Love's Movies. Like, you know, there's a lot of funny people here, but yeah, it seems there's a lot of dudes. A lot of like,
Yeah.
we all sort
It
of
was
like
like
That's
a
the way
totally-
it's always been though in
Well,
comedy.
weird,
It's like,
weird that you say
can't-
that, because like before, I feel like it had a whole different vibe, and then all of a sudden, like it felt like it was kind of dying out for a little bit in like the 2000s or something. I want to say right around then, beside a couple people that were really big, and then it made a huge comeback recently.
Comedy in
And
general
even
is crazy
though,
right
yeah,
now.
even though like people are saying, like all the comedians are saying, like social justice is kind of ruining it. It is, but I feel like it's also making it bigger. Like
I
it's
guess,
just so
making
much
it
better.
Dude, I fucking it doesn't matter. You can still, no one has ever stopped me from talking about anything I want to talk about. I talk about fucked up shit. It doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. No one's going to stop you from doing what you want to do. And if somebody gets offended or whatever, I mean, I've had people say stuff like, "Oh, that made me uncomfortable." I'm like, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, but also fuck off." You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but fuck off. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. No one's going to fucking, are they going to tweet at me? Okay. Cool. Yeah, I did. I was shitty. Like, you can take something I said out of context, but I mean, I don't even. It's like, you know, they want to pick apart like Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr, but like, who gives a fuck?
It's excellent that you brought that up because I wanted to ask you about that if you had seen both of those.
I've
And
seen Dave Chappelle's. I didn't see Burr's came out last night.
Me
I
and
just-
him just watched
we
that.
just watched it, and the exact thing you're talking about happens during his special, where someone in the crowd yells out something you could do instead, and he goes, "You see how that jackass fucking took something that I said and went into his brain, and it came out another way."
Dude, that's happened to Burr on like 3 specials.
Why do
Whereas-
people yell out at his shows?
I don't know,
He rips
but,
them
but he
apart.
also rips them apart. So I think they
Comedians
kind of
just
like
do
it.
that.
I think he kind of likes it, like because there's that
Yeah.
one that big
It
clip that
started
really
because of the-
fucking that big clip of that lady that was he was talking about how there is a reason to hit women. That was the whole bit. It wasn't that you should, but there is reasons to hit women. And then this lady shouts out something, and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding?" Like, I'm talking of, yeah, there's a reason there's a reason right there. Like,
he also, Burr has that very famous thing that kind of, it almost, like, Netflix is definitely made him huge when he had those specials and he took off. But before that, when
Philly.
Opie and Anthony was still a thing, there was the Philly incident
Philly, dude.
where he was doing the Opie and Anthony traveling virus tour. They started it extra early. Everybody got fucking blackout drunk. It's a Philly crazy people crowd.
Yeah.
And then, like, he's just sitting in the back in the green room, like, listening listening to all the comics that he loves and respects go on and get shit on. He's like, maybe that one sucks because it's starting off with like the openers.
Yeah, right.
Like, maybe they just suck. Maybe that's what it is. The crowd's not following him. And then he said Dom Herrera got out there and then fucking ate a plate of dicks. And he was like, they're going to fucking boo Dom Herrera? Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck that. He's just getting back and he's pacing back and forth. He got out there, tried one joke. As soon as they started booing him, he was like, fuck everybody here. Fuck all of you.
Yeah.
And just starts eviscerating everybody. And it's like
the
a
best.
legendary Bill Burr moment.
It's like 15 minutes, and he counts down the minutes.
Yeah. He's shitting on all of them. He's
Yeah.
I've only
saying
seen
like,
a couple bits of his stand-up, but he's so fucking funny whenever I hear him on like anything else.
He's the
very,
greatest of all
very
time.
funny.
I think
Very
I found
funny.
out about him in a movie, The Heat or whatever it was.
Yeah.
with Sandra Bullock. That movie was funny, dude.
Yeah,
he was also in Breaking Bad. Yeah. He's a
Yeah.
fucking
He was in
great
Breaking
comedian.
Bad?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
he was
the-
one of the goons.
The other
Dude, seriously, this is blowing my mind.
Yeah, he was just.
You know Saul's
one of
the
Saul's
big giant
goons.
black dude that's like 400 pounds
Yeah.
or whatever. He's a comedian also by the name of what's it, Lavelle or some shit.
Lavelle Crawford.
Lavelle Crawford, yeah, and
The dude that laid in all the money.
yeah, and well, him and Bill Burr laid in the money together. They
Oh
laid
shit!
down
Now
together.
I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah, dog.
What
But
the
yeah, I
fuck,
think that's-
dude? Mind
You're
wars.
so funny.
that
man.
might be why
What
people
the
are yelling
fuck,
out.
dude?
But also, people are fucking idiots, and they
Yeah.
think they can do comedy. They're like, I'm just
the-
up there talking.
Dude,
I make people laugh all day long in my shitty job. They yell it out.
That shit all the time, dude. People think they can do this shit. It's like, dude, you cannot. Dude. You're the least funny. It's always the least funny motherfucker too. Every time, dude. It's shouting shit out. It doesn't really happen. It happens when it sucks when somebody bad is on stage and then that person feels that they could do something, because it's like, damn it, dude, when I get on stage I'm going to fucking rip this dude for shitting on this guy, and I hope they remember like 12 comics ago. And that shit happens at the Pro-Am a lot, like some fucking asshole that gets drunk and he's like, oh whatever, says something shitty to somebody, and then it's like, okay, let's fucking do it. Here we go. It's gonna be me and like 12 people. I'm gonna remember you said that. I'm gonna not stop thinking about it until we get up there, and and then we're gonna have a fight. But yeah, it's fucking, dude. Those people fucking suck. Or they'll love you and be like, oh, this happened to me the other day. It'll be like a 12-minute story, and it's like no one gives a fuck about your dog or whatever the fuck it's about. You know what I mean?
I love watching on the internet sometimes. Like if I get bored, I'll go on YouTube and I'll look up cringiest stand-up comedy or comedy bombs or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's some people that really do fucking suck. And then I love when they get their
Yeah.
asses handed to them by the crowd.
If you want to find some good ones, watch some Kill Tony episodes.
I was about to say,
Kill
isn't
Tony's
that what his whole
phenomenal.
show's about? Like just come up and
No.
do it and then you
No,
get
it's
roasted?
not. It's
not the whole thing,
I haven't
no.
watched. I've only
No,
seen
it's-
clips.
Yeah, there's
it's a
some
huge-
people get on there and do
What is
well.
it exactly?
But also the problem there is that some people get on there. I mean, when they're in LA, like the crowd that is at that show. I shouldn't talk shit about this. The crowd that is at that
No, you
show.
should.
But it's like fucking LA's got a lot of fucking hacky ass people. So like when those open micers go up and they do a hacky thing, and they're like, fuck yeah. And it's like, this sucks. Like, you're like watching it, and it sucks. Like, there's this guy that was on there. I'm not going to say his name, but he's on there, and he's got like a short little Amazon clip on Amazon Prime. He's one of the worst comedians I've ever seen.
Like, he shows
Fuck
you a
him.
fucking
I'm going
video?
to say it. Dave Yates. It's this guy.
Oh!
His name's Dave Yates. He's probably one of the worst comedians I've ever seen in my life. He has a little 15-minute clip on Amazon Prime, and he bombs the whole time. It's super hacky, but he was on Kill Tony, and he fucking did some hacky bullshit, and they were like, yes, this is the best. It's like, no, this sucks.
It worked for them?
Oh, they loved
They
it.
liked
They
it?
fucking loved it.
I mean,
yeah.
Tony's a really
I have to
Tony
remember that
Hinchcliff's a
name.
Tony's
good
great.
comedian. So
Tony's
is
great.
Jeremiah Watkins is phenomenal, and he
But
goes out there with the band.
The crowd, dog. The crowd is like anything that's easy. You know what I mean? It's not that like you don't have to think about it, and it's 1 minute. You know what I mean? So
A
you
minute
gotta,
is a hard fucking.
You got to fucking feed it to them. You know what I mean?
I mean, well,
So forks, huh?
you've been doing this for
Forks.
6 years. How would you feel doing just a minute of comedy? Like,
that would be fine. I have fucking short jokes. I could just do I'd probably do like one or two 15-second jokes, and then or like 30, and then just be done. Because it's like, what are you gonna do? Push it for a minute? Like, it seems kind of stupid. But yeah, that's what I would. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. It would suck, but you just got to get them right away.
yeah.
It's not too bad.
I've seen episodes where they have killers on there, where they're like, you just have people on there that are just fucking phenomenal whole way through. There was a Tim Dillon episode where it was just Tim Dillon's fantastic. He's amazing,
awesome.
and I loved when he was like doing the Legion of Skanks thing over in New York, and then Rogan convinces him like, get the fuck out of there, come over here, even though he loves those guys.
Yeah.
Come the fuck to L.A. and like you're gonna blow the fuck. That dude's been on a couple performances, and every time just like I don't even give a fuck about the 1 minute performances. I don't give a fuck about the band, Red Band, Kill Tony. Fuck that, Tim Dillon. That's the only reason I'm listening.
Tim Dillon's the fucking best. He's gonna be at Go Bananas this weekend.
Really?
Yep.
God damn it! I hate that I have to fucking work all the time.
And you know who's opening? It's fucking Jay Armstrong.
Oh shit,
dude! It's gonna be a fucking sick show.
Yeah, that's
it's
gonna be
phenomenal. Really,
phenomenal.
really fucking good. Tim Dillon's fucking dope.
It sucks
Oh
because
my
this
God.
comes out Sunday, so we can't really promote it. But
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, fucking, he doesn't need it. He'll be all right. But Tim Dillon's fucking fantastic, man.
Yeah,
He does,
dude, I
like,
love
fucking
Tim
10
Dillon.
minutes on Ice Cream.
and like you could sit there for like a 3-hour podcast. The one thing that I enjoy, I don't know, it's weird that I enjoy this. I think it sounds so weird after I say what it is. But he was like, you could listen to him talk for fucking forever. He seems like one of the boys, and then like somebody will ask him about being gay, and you're like, hold on a minute, you're gay? He never brings it
Right.
up. You'll never fucking know it the entire fucking time. And it's like, when you have those things, like I feel like a lot of people want to shove that in your face right away. Like, oh, I'm this, and I'm that, and fucking everything. And it's like, you don't even hear it from him.
yeah,
It's
he
like,
just brushes
he's like, it's
over
not
it.
interesting. I don't care. And
I
I'm
think
like,
he's like a...
Because it's not.
I think
it isn't. Exactly. That's why I'm
Right.
like, this is...
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why you were amazed by that.
Well, because most people want to,
Yeah.
like, they
Yeah,
don't
I
have
totally
a lot of
understand
other
that
shit that
now.
make them
So they
interesting
push that
people. So they
forward.
push that thing because that's what makes them interesting. And you're like, that isn't it. It's everybody. Who
I
gives
also
a fuck?
feel like Tim may hate gay people.
It's all
Like
Legion
he
of Skanks talking.
might hate gay people a little bit, but it's like kind of funny. It's like
self-hating gay
yeah,
guy
he's
up there?
self-hating gay guy. Yeah, like he hates that he sucks dicks. And he's like, this fucking sucks. I hate it. He probably dresses like Meghan McCain. Have you seen those videos?
No,
dude?
what are you
Holy
talking about right
shit.
now?
He does these fucking short videos of Meghan McCain, and like it's just her on The View, and he just makes fun of her, and it's so fucking funny.
Can we pull this shit up right now? How do you spell Megan?
I've never heard of this guy
Saying this
until
correctly?
today.
Who's Megan McCain? I don't know
Yeah,
anything
there
about
we go.
this.
Yes.
So she, it's just.
Yes.
All right, let's listen
Before
to it.
my father died, I had a baby with him. And it will be raised in captivity. It'll be raised privately to be the greatest politician that has ever lived. My name is Meghan McCain, and I'm on a news show called The View. And Donald Trump, that fucking riverboat casino captain, is talking shit about my father again. My father was tortured for 100 years for this fucking country. And he came back and he started 7 wars because he's a gentleman. Fuck you, Trump. I'm gonna wear my father's skin mask, and I'm gonna primary Trump from the right. Come on The View, bitch.
Oh, John McCain's daughter.
If you're that tough, come on The View. You want it, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? You want this shit? You want to fuck these tits, Trump? You want to fuck these tits? No, you don't. You want to suck cock. But I won't fuck you because the only person I'll fuck is Daddy. I'll fuck his corpse. I'll fuck Daddy.
The dude reminds me so much of James Inman.
Oh,
Like the way
James
he was
Inman?
going on. Yeah, he reminds me
Oh,
of how
James-
James would go off on his
Oh.
tangents when he was on the
James is
show.
different though, because James is like a crazy person a little bit. I love James. I mean, I like talk of James if you're listening, which is weird
He
if you
just
are.
called you crazy.
No, I called him. I feel like that dude's lonely. Just like he isn't. He gets, every once in a while, Stanhope will bring him out on the road, and that's his like.
Yeah.
That's his minute in the sun to
right.
shine and whatnot. And then
Dude.
fucking he's just in Kansas City doing nothing.
Stanhope's fucking dope. We got to open for him. I got to open for him when he was in Cincinnati. He's fucking great, man.
I love him. Yeah,
And his
He's
crowds
my
are
favorite
fucking
comedian.
the best.
I got to meet him right after the show and fucking talk. I was way too drunk to talk to him. But then, like, I was like, hey, yeah, you did, like, 20 minutes on me on your podcast on 10 Can Rehab. And he was like, what were you talking about? And I was like, you won't fucking remember my name. And I walked away. And then I wrote him on Twitter later and was like, fucking, yeah, man, like, I feel like such a douche talking about this, but whatever.
Every episode.
I was like... But yeah, I was like, thanks so much for coming out. And I posted a picture that he took with me and my girlfriend and Bingo and shit. And then he was just like, you didn't fucking tell me you were Cody Hucker. And I was like, oh, he remembered me because of my shitty name. Because he was just like, you have a goofy, retarded name.
Dude, were you there? What night did you go?
It was
he was in town.
the Saturday night, the late show,
Okay,
I think.
you went Saturday night. Okay, because I remember him talk. Because I went back to hang out with him or whatever, and just hang out. and he was talking about Cody Hucker. He was talking about that. He's like some guy from Twitter. Yeah,
You're saying this to fuck
no,
with
I'm
me
not
right now.
fucking with you. And now it all is like.
What'd he say?
He was just.
What'd he
was
say?
literally
Come
stuff
on.
like that. It was stuff like that. It was like, oh my god, it's the guy from Twitter. Like that's. Yeah, because when
If
you
you're
tweeted
lying to me
that,
right now,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
lying to you.
fucking
I
jump off a
swear to
bridge
fucking
after
God.
this.
I swear to God.
He's-
Why would I lie about that?
He's probably like, can anybody get
It's
Cody's
fucking
number?
no. It's fucking wild.
It's
I think
crazy
he
to
mentioned
me.
you on the. Maybe he mentioned you on the podcast.
He
Because he
talked-
mentioned me. He mentioned all the people that opened for him.
Yeah.
and he may have said
He
something.
did.
About
No,
you.
he did. That's when I realized because I talked to him in person, didn't tell him my name, didn't think he'd remember me.
That's
and
where
then,
it was.
The next week
Yes.
he mentions me on the podcast, and he's
That's
like,
it.
he's got this cheap vinyl. By the way, Stanhope, if you're ever listening, this is a nice denim jacket that I put together myself. It's not a cheap vinyl Halloween costume. But you're right. I did dress like a dick, and I appreciate you mentioning me.
Dude,
but yeah,
yeah.
he shit all over me, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
dude's
yeah,
the
yeah.
best. How do we get talking about just my story?
Because
about
we were
Stanhope?
fucking.
We just were all over
because
the place.
you brought
I
it
talked
up
about
at-
James
well, you-
Inman because he reminded me of Tom Dillon.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
never heard of Tom Dillon until
It's
today.
Tim Dillon.
Tim, whatever.
Well,
I
you-
don't know shit
You
about
never heard
him.
of Tom Dillon?
Never heard of Tommy Dillon.
We had James Inman on the show. You don't even know Stanhope, but the only reason that most people know Inman is because of Stanhope.
Yeah, it's really weird.
He's a crazy person, though, for sure. Like, he goes on these fucking tangents the same. But it's different. Like, Inman's doing this in his basement by himself. Tim Dillon's doing it as a bit.
Yeah,
It's
right.
fucking hilarious.
Dude, yeah. There's like probably like 20 of them. There's probably. Oh no, that's all
Uh-oh.
cut out.
That's all right. We'll fix it.
Sorry about that.
No,
No, you're
everything's
good.
fine.
No, there's like 20 of them. The last one he did was really fucking good.
I gotta
It
watch
was-
more of
Yeah,
those.
they're on his Twitter, I think, and Instagram. Yeah.
Dude, how did Nashville go? You and Rand Barnacle were down in Nashville.
Yeah, it was
Nashville,
fun.
right?
The first show fucking sucked. It was in like this brewery, and it was like there was no air conditioning. It was like 90 degrees outside, so it
Oh,
was like
fuck.
100 in there, and it just fucking sucked. Like, and we were also driven all night, so we were just like, or not all night, but all day. So we're
5
like,
hours of driving, right?
5 hours of driving, and we were also just talking the whole time, and just talking shit and fucking riffing and whatever. And then we get there, and we're like, I'm fucking exhausted, dude. Like, we already did our sets, essentially. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, now we got to go do comedy. So that first set sucked, but everything else after that was pretty dope. Like, we did spots at the Comedy Bar down there, and then a bunch of other shows. Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool experience. It was fun.
What is it like when you got to take a fucking how many road shows are you going on the road a lot?
Yeah,
So there's
lately
probably
I have been. Yeah.
some
What are the
shitty
worst
shows.
places? Not even the shittiest shows. Like, what are the worst fucking places that you're staying in? Like, what kind of garbage hotels are you in?
See, like, okay, there's been a bunch. Goddamn. So when I was driving to Boston, I almost fell asleep at the wheel, so I pulled off and like somewhere it was like I don't even remember where it was, but it was I pulled off, and then there was this hotel. It was like attached to a gas station, so I was like, oh, for sure I'm gonna get bed bugs. And then so I like get in there, and it was fucking there was like blood on the wall, and it was like, dude, it was fucking wild.
Oh my God.
And there was cum everywhere, and then I
Yes.
came on the blood. It was like it was just a lot. It was just really fucking. It was so gross, dude. It was just the fucking grossest place I've ever been in my life.
I've heard people talk about like comedy condos and shit like that. Have
Dude,
you ever had that
I feel like
experience?
those are fucking like not even existent anymore.
What are those?
But they used to be like. I did stay in one. It was my first road gig with Tate, and it's like basically instead of buying a hotel, they'll just buy a fucking like terrible house or a condo, and they'll stick the comics in there for a weekend. So they don't,
Really?
yeah. So they won't have to get you a hotel or anything. They just stick you in this fucking terrible place where a bunch of other comics have slept every week, all year, and it's fucking gross.
Ew.
It's really gross.
They don't
And
clean
then-
90% of comics are just degenerates that are doing fucking crazy
exactly,
shit.
Yeah. So we're like we're in Myrtle Beach, and we go to this fucking house, and it's just terrible. And like, yeah, it was just, I mean, it was fine. It was like a nice-ish house, but it was just like you could tell like a bunch of hacky road comics have been in there, and just like they all leave their terrible DVDs and like their notebooks and stuff. It's like, God, this fucking sucks.
So they don't even have people come in and clean up after these people?
I mean, it doesn't seem like it,
Ew.
honestly.
The sheets are real
fuck.
fucking crusty or some shit.
No, it was like that one was okay. Like I remember there was like a change of sheets and stuff. Like you could like, which I for sure that was the first thing I did. I was like, fuck this. Like I'm changing everything.
I'm picturing graffiti and everything, just signatures,
No, it
writing
was
all
like,
over the walls.
Nobody does anything like that. Like this especially was like also a terrible club. So it was like, nobody cool goes there. You know what I mean? Tate went there as a fucking joke. Like, it was like supposed to be just a joke. Like, I'll just go fuck around.
Stayed
down
there
Myrtle
for a
Beach.
weekend?
Yeah, just go fuck around in Myrtle Beach for a while. It's gonna suck. And the whole ride down, he's like, yeah, it's gonna be terrible. You're gonna have a terrible time. And I did. I was like 2 years in
Was he
comedy.
getting ridiculously high the entire time?
Yeah, it's all he does. He gets fucking
We got him on
stoned as
here.
hell. Jesus
Luke
Christ.
handed him a dab pen, and he just wouldn't. He just kept ripping it the entire time.
He was trying to open up his
This
little
man's gonna be
bag
higher
of
than
weed
anybody
like the
we've-
whole time. It was so funny.
He's a fucking dude. He's a maniac. He used to drink like that. So imagine that.
That was him drinking. I'm happy that he's not a drinker anymore
Yeah,
then because
dude.
he just fucking goes for it the whole time.
Man. It's just fucking constant. It's
You
wild.
were saying when I offered you some whiskey, you don't drink anymore. Is that a thing? Like, did you have a problem or something like that?
Yeah. I mean, I was drinking a lot. So it was like, I was drinking like almost a bottle a day. A bottle of whiskey a day.
Fuck.
Yeah. So it was just like, okay, I gotta fucking stop.
Where did that fucking end? Like, where's your like? I gotta. Did you have a real bottom?
No,
of the
there wasn't
fucking-
like a bottom out. You know what I mean? I didn't fucking. It was all alone. It was all at my house. You know what I mean? Like, I'd go have a drink, but then I drive home. I was very responsible. Like, and then I go drive home, and then I'd fucking just hit the bottle as hard as I could, and then pass out, and then go to work, and then do it again. You know what I mean? So it was just like, if I want to fucking be good at stand up, it was like right when I started. And I was like, if I want to be good at stand up, I got to stop this shit. You know what I mean? And
Do you trade that
Shit, it
off
was
for
tough.
anything? Like, what do you like?
Food for sure. Now food's just like hell yeah.
Just
That's what
beignets and
just
fucking cheese?
Yeah, dude, just cheese. I'm a big cheese guy.
You wanna be a big cheese?
Yeah, I just want to be the big cheese.
Be part of the Big Cheese Club. I'll find you a hat. I'll get you one.
Dude, please give me a hat.
the Big
The
Cheese.
big cheese hat. I need some merch.
I'll throw that right in the toilet and piss on it. Thanks. I'm so glad you got me this.
No, but yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, it was just, I was like, all right, so like, and then to quit that, I smoked weed all the time and I was high constantly, like Tate. And then to quit that, I smoked cigarettes constantly. And then I was like, okay, I got to stop smoking. So now I vape like a douchebag.
Well, I mean, at least you're not getting fucking lung. Everybody's like, I'm such a dick. I'm sucking a robot. Like, you gotta like hate yourself for doing better for yourself. Like, what the fuck?
Why do
like,
people-
I
I
don't
mean,
understand that concept. Like, why do we all have to hate ourselves for trying to do better?
Well,
Because
I think
the
we all,
vape community is stigmatized.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
The big clouds.
People like
and-
Jay Armstrong out there vaping on those big robot
Dude,
dicks.
Jay is crazy because he's got that giant
like a
brass
lightsaber.
satanic
He's got like
rod.
11 of them.
No,
it's not his only
not
one.
just a lightsaber.
it looks
That's
like
some
cannon
sort of like ancient
ammunition.
Sith Lord.
I
like-
imagine the
Dude.
reason that Jay was late that day was because he was rifling through his fucking vape collection. Like, which one do I fucking bring? I gotta look real cool on the bastards. The bullet one.
Hey, it's,
Dude.
that,
Do I bring the one that looks like a motorcycle and it
looks like-
blows vape smoke out of the tailpipes?
It
Like,
looks
which
like
one?
an old, like the first cell phone. You know what I mean? It's that fucking
Yeah.
big, like, or like a car phone. Like, it's just like,
it's so
yeah, dude, I
heavy.
gotta fucking, like, it's like up
It
here.
requires to be in his
Yeah.
hand at all
It looks
times.
like a
You can't fit it
Heisman
in the
trophy.
pocket.
Like he's just holding a Heisman trophy that he smokes out of. Like, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
dude, absolutely. It's fucking too much.
It's
I feel
whatever
like it's
he was
pretty
smoking
stupid
smelled
that-
great though.
But you know what it's better than? Heroin. I'm so happy that he's doing
Infinitely.
that instead of heroin.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I
Good
don't,
job,
I don't
Jay.
get why people like really give that much of a shit about it anymore. I mean, just
What,
because
heroin?
I mean, no,
Heroin's
no,
dope.
like just vaping in general. Like, it's obviously the health benefits are right in front of you. The results, you know. I know that there's like this shit with the THC cartridges, which is pretty
Yeah,
crazy. I
dude,
guess
that's
people are.
wild.
What I fucking read up on that shit is that it leaves the oil in your like in the like lung cells or some shit. I might be wrong, but that's what I was reading.
Yeah.
And it just
well.
leaves there, and that your
Awesome.
lungs don't know how to get rid of it, and it gets
Yeah,
you like
'cause
almost
it's
deathly
total-
ill.
It's a totally foreign thing. They've never experienced it before. I mean, it's oil.
Yeah.
It's fucking oil in your lungs.
Hell yeah.
That's
That's
wh-
fucking gnarly. It's
I
fucking
just keep
wild.
watching these videos of these fucking idiots. They'll take like these. They look like big, giant, like the big. You know the scene in Big Daddy when he
The dab
spits out of his
sheets?
mouth and
No,
it all
that's
goes
not
down.
it. We're talking
It's
about dab.
that big of a fucking dab that they're sticking and smoking it all and just getting ripped and blowing all the smoke out. And I'm like, you can say whatever. I love smoking weed. I love it. I think that for the most part, it's not that bad for you
No,
as long as
yeah.
you do it in moderation. But when you're doing that, you're doing it like a goddamn crackhead, like a meth addict. Like, what do you fucking...
That does not seem
Why are you-
enjoyable.
No,
It
what's
does-
the fucking...
that
yeah.
And
much?
also, it's like, yeah, I'm sure if you're doing it in moderation, it's fine. But not when you're trying to, like, do 9 grams of
Yeah.
oil
$500
on one go
worth.
for a shitty YouTube video. And that's just your lifestyle.
I never got that because, like, if I'm smoking to feel good or to go to sleep. Like, I'm stressed and I need to hit it to get the weight off the shoulder, or I'm going to sleep. So if I were to ever, like, do, like, a sheet like that, I'm going to cough my brains out.
Coma.
Vomit, and then go to sleep right after.
Yeah,
in coma.
it's not even
I've
fucking
seen-
fun.
I've
Yeah.
seen Luke
Yeah,
black
that's not
out.
fun.
I've seen Luke black out in my room just from a couple hits off a bowl and a straw burrito. So I can't imagine you taking a whole goddamn 9-gram
But
fucking
you also
oil
need like
rip.
a fucking blowtorch and all this other shit. It's fucking like what the
That's
fuck?
too much.
Yeah.
Dude, I once had, and I won't name him, but I once
Name
did
'em.
Shout out.
I once was a passenger in a car while we were driving down this really curvy, steep road.
I'm gonna try to name
Allegedly?
him so bad the whole time. I'm just gonna guess the whole time.
And he had the dab rig, and he was driving with his knees, and he gave me the blowtorch. And the blowtorch is active, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. and when he crashes, I'm for sure gonna die. Like,
It's
this
lit?
gonna explode. Yeah, it was an active blowtorch in the car, and he gets his knees situated on the fucking steering wheel,
Dude, that's
and then
fucked.
he
Allegedly.
no, there's no allegedly. This happened.
Yep.
And
There you go.
he managed to do it all in the car. We did not die. I'm here to this day. But it was one of the most terrifying experiences I had ever had.
How much of a maniac
Fucking-
do you have to
what
be
the
to just be
fuck?
lighting up your dab nail with a blowtorch?
Is it really that
and-
important to smoke
yeah,
in
like,
the car?
Knees
Yeah,
like
can't
psychopath?
we just get home first?
same
You know what I mean?
you got the
Like-
rig. Just wait till you get. Can you
This-
pull over at least? There's
This
a
the
shitty gas
same
station
guy,
bathroom.
the
At
same
what point
guy
can we-
also had shakes and would also have a backpack with him at all times with like 3 flasks
I bet Cody
and a
knows-
bottle of Jameson.
Do you know who this is? Don't
Is
you,
it
Cody?
me? Is that who we're
You don't
talking
remember
about?
this, you man?
I won't name him. He's in the room with us right now.
That's
Wink.
dangerous, dude.
Have you ever
Oh,
had
it
any
was sketch.
psychopaths in the car with you? You're doing these long fucking road drives. I'm imagining you're not probably flying to most of these gigs, right?
No, absolutely not. Like the people I bring, no, I don't know. Those people are fucking cool. Yeah, I get to pick those people. You
I
know
mean,
what
have you ever had like a psychopath in the car with
In
you?
the
You're
car?
like, whoops, shouldn't have done that.
Fuck, man. I mean, like maybe like before comedy, absolutely. You know what I mean? Just people
Right.
like, it's like, you've been drinking this whole time? How the fuck did I not know that? Like, you know what I mean? Just stuff like that. But yeah, well, yeah, there's not really been like a crazy person. The craziest person I've had in my car is Ran. That's probably it. Like, and he's not that fucking crazy. You know what I mean?
He
He's
looks
pretty-
crazy.
He looks crazy.
Yeah.
But he's like pretty chilled out. So it's like, it doesn't really.
He looks crazy.
Yeah, he looks fucking, he looks like a ex-amateur skateboarder for sure. He was.
Yeah,
Sorry
I
about
could,
the sound.
I
He
could
was a
totally
he
believe
was a
that.
semi-professional skateboarder for a long time.
Really?
Wait, he was semi-professional?
Semi-professional.
I listened to him on Rumble Lips.
For
Free
real?
shouts out. Go listen to Rambar Unclosed Rumble Lips podcast. It's a great. I listen to it at work when I'm prepping and shit like that.
Dude, the
But
Taco Bell episode killed.
It's great. It's fantastic. But I was listening to him talk about fucking used to be riding around, but he just mentioned it as like I used to ride a skateboard. I thought that he meant that like I used to ride a skateboard too, but oh shit, he had it, broke my ribs and collapsed my lung. And I was
No,
like, well, guess
Rand's
I'm done with
doing
this.
like laser flips.
Yeah,
all right.
dude,
He's
yeah.
like doing.
He's
9
real
laser
badass.
He was
Were you with him there, just eating a block of cheese, watching him tray flip?
yeah, I was there with my tech deck, and I was just doing
Real
just,
cool, Ran.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude, check this out.
That was cool. We'll play horse. Yeah.
No, but yeah, he used to be like a semi-pro skater. It's fucking wild, dude.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I think that takes some serious skill to be really good at skateboarding like that. That is some
But it's
fearless
like
shit.
you gotta fucking be professional at like 16 to like make it a career.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, you know, when
Dude,
24
yeah,
you're
that-
done.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you know what
true.
I mean?
I saw Mikey Taylor recently has been like doing motivational videos
Yeah,
and
man.
speeches recently.
what
And
I
it's
mean.
really good stuff. But Mikey Taylor, excellent skateboarder. Check out his videos if you haven't.
You used to be a skate kid, right?
Yeah, but I never
skate
got
kid.
good enough at it. I just kind of rode with them. Like I learned some like
Like an
ground.
ollie?
No, oh yeah. Like I could do some flat tricks, and I started.
You were
to,
good
like,
at it.
do-
I've seen you
I
skate.
sucked.
You're good at it.
All right,
Dude,
but anyway,
Shut up, nerd.
as I.
he was talking about he was answering fan questions, and one of them was if you are over 30, should I still be trying? If you are over 30, should you be trying to be a
He was
professional
like,
skateboarder? And he was like,
"No."
well. You should be asking yourself, what are your reasons for being a professional? Because, like, odds are in this day and age, if you manage to become one, you're going to be outdated, like, quickly. Because there's going to be a new hot kid. Or, your body's just not going to be able to take the advantage.
But then you see
That's
people
what Blake
like
Well, it's
Hammond's
true.
about.
Like, if you check
Dude.
out Street League on ESPN now, like, it's just run by, like, 17 and 18-year-olds that are just killing it. Or Nigel Houston.
But you still fucking like Tony Hawk's is like 1 billion years old now.
Yeah, but
He's like still fucking
He's
killing
like
it.
49. He's
but
not
he
a
was,
billion
but
years old.
in skate years, he's a billion years
True.
old.
But
Yeah.
he's a different kind of skateboarder because
Right.
he is the kind of skater who skated pools and whatnot. Like he's good at those. Like he can do flats and
Like
whatnot.
ramps and
but
But he's
his
a vert skater. He's
main-
not a street skater. He
Yes.
does vert, meaning that he's doing like all ramps, bowls, like half pipe shit like
Carving
that.
shit
He
that
wasn't
looks
like
like
waves.
jumping on the side of a taxi cab and skitching.
He
That's
also,
a real trick, kids. Do it.
But he also got famous early. Like he was
Yeah,
a kid.
yeah.
He was like kid famous.
Well, he
Would you
was.
say he's been skating for like 30 plus years?
yeah.
He was. I think he was skating underneath Peralta's name for a while when he was.
Stacey
Yeah,
Peralta, the
yeah.
Lords
Yeah.
of Dogtown person.
Do you think he ever got surgery on his knees?
Fuck yeah.
Like, I wonder how many
Fuck
times.
yeah, he has.
Fuck,
Dude,
man.
all the
That's
times
rough.
he had to
He's got
slam
robot
on those
knees
knees to get that fucking what was it the big trick that he landed the 720
900.
No, the
900.
900
Yeah.
yeah.
900, son.
Dude, I'm sure he fucked his knees up trying to land that for like 2
my
years.
God.
Dude, it's rough seeing like the X Games and people wipe out of those big ass fucking dips.
you know
But
my,
when they make it,
When they make it, it's dope. They got
know-
pussy for sure. They got laid.
you know what my favorite part of this conversation is? Looking over at Blake Hammond, wondering in his head how this became a skateboarding podcast. He's
Yeah,
like, I have
absolutely.
nothing
Dude, we
to
just
do.
we talk about
Whoops.
whatever. It just goes places. All right, there's no
Bobby.
agenda.
Hey, Luke, cereal.
Oh yeah,
okay.
let's definitely fucking
Hey,
talk about
so
this. Don't say anything, Cody. Let him
Blake-
try to explain to Blake.
when you were growing up or in your living situation now, in any of your living situations, if you had a bowl of cereal, milk and cereal that was wasted that you weren't gonna like eat anymore because
Stupid.
various reasons, it's soggy, you had to leave for an emergency or something, I don't know, whatever it is, you got to get rid of it. How are you disposing it? You don't have a garbage
Let
disposal.
him answer, Jesus.
Do you
Okay,
understand
so
what he's
it's
saying?
It's a full thing of cereal.
Yep.
Right.
And you don't want it anymore for
And it's
reasons.
okay. Well, yeah. You dump it into the sink and then you get the cereal out of the sink
Right.
because the milk has to go
Like a
down.
spoon, right?
The milk has to go away. You can't just have the milk in
For
the
sure.
fucking trash can
Or-
like a cretin.
or Blake-
You have to fucking put the milk in the sink, dude. Dude, what would you do with it?
Yeah, what would you
No,
do?
wait, here's what
You
I
fucking
said.
non-cheese
Hold on,
eating
yeah,
fucking rat.
let's get
What
into
would
it.
you do with the milk?
Don't ask him yet. Here's what I said.
This is
Let's
what
go through
in
our
the sink,
answers.
In the sink, garbage disposal on. Gets rid of all of it. I don't have
Yeah.
to think about it. Patrick?
Yeah, if I have a garbage disposal, I'm just tossing it right down
All
the
right,
sink.
Absolutely.
Here's
before
how
I
he
tell
was
you-
learned.
Before I tell you, this is what I was taught.
Look how
My
What you
fam-
were taught.
This is what I was taught by my parents. I never had the
Fucking
privilege
parents,
of
dude.
having.
All right, where
garbage
do you live? I'm gonna go talk to them.
He used to live in Price Hill.
Yeah,
Of course you did.
I was taught
fucking
to
Price Hill
dump it
trash. Here we
into
go.
the toilet
Into the toilet?
Exactly.
And then
For
flush
what?
and then flush it.
Gee, that's a waste of
Right
water.
there with your
dog.
hopes and dreams is what your parents
Dude,
taught you.
that's why you guys lived in Price Hill, because your water bill was crazy, because you're dumping fucking bowls of cereal down the fucking drain all the time.
Yeah, Luke, you
Dude,
need 9 gallons of water to flush every little tiny trinkle
that's
of cereal.
insane. That
You'd
is
be better off dumping
crazy.
it in the yard. If
You
you
should
said,
fucking...
Hold on. Let me give him the little bit of defense, all right? If I didn't have a fucking garbage disposal, I'm not gonna throw it outside like a fucking animal.
Yeah,
Why
nobody
not?
said that. Nobody said throw it outside. Just pour it. Literally, just take the extra second, pour it down the sink, and then get the fucking cereal out. It's not crazy. Also, it'll disintegrate. It's cereal. You know what I mean? You don't even have to get it out. It'll get out. Kill your parents. They're fucking the dumbest people that I've ever heard.
Yeah, then you don't have to worry about it ever.
Yeah, dude. Nobody's buying cereal anymore.
Sorry about the sound shit. Fucking Christ.
Yeah, so fucking kill your parents. That's the point of the podcast. Skate and kill your parents, kids. Hell yeah, dude.
God.
Oh, Jesus
Skate and
Christ.
kill your parents with Blake Hammond.
That's my new podcast coming out.
So speaking of cereal, what's the least amount of money you would take to eat a cereal filled with scabs?
Scabs?
Yeah, just ripped off
Is it
scabs.
my scabs?
Nope. It's Cody's.
It's episode 21 again.
I'm just gotta bring it up real
The
quick.
least
Whoa, episode
amount,
3.
The
What
least
would you
amount
rather
of
do?
money?
What's that?
The least amount?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I would do. I don't know. I mean, what kind of situation am I in?
Yeah,
My
You
situation.
gotta witness. Someone's watching you.
You're being forced to do a shitty podcast with people you've never met
Is it
before.
it's just the scabs and no cereal?
No, there's milk.
There's milk and scabs.
Yep.
Damn. Like, is it like infected scabs, or are they like?
Nah, it's just regular scabs, bro. Don't
Oh,
overthink
I don't
it.
know.
Yeah, it's
fucking
just scabs.
Then fucking I don't know, man. How much money you have?
Let's say $100.
$12.30.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I don't know,
that's
man. Dude,
incredible.
comedy's hard.
That's pretty cheap.
Comedy is hard, dude. I gotta make some money.
So if we started like a GoFundMe and raised like $100, you would eat a bowl
Not
of
if
scabs?
if you started a GoFundMe, let's raise it up a
Hold
little
on,
bit.
buddy.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't want to
We're getting the whole community
I want to have
involved.
some fucking dignity.
You
at the
said
end of
it.
Well, yeah, if it's just us hanging out, sure. Like, but I'm
then
not.
100's
But yeah,
fine.
100's fine. But I'm not gonna.
Also, Patrick, how many fucking scabs do you think
Yeah,
I have at any
yeah,
given
dude,
goddamn
Exactly.
time?
Are you just gonna like
Look,
start
they're-
fucking him up to
Dude,
cause these
scabs are fucking dry, all right? You just fucking put them in a jar, right? You rip them off over time, and you just put them in a jar. They'll store up.
Do you think he's just covered with scabs though? He's not covered with scabs.
I could believe Cody is.
Oh, what?
Do you think I'm an AIDS patient? That's what you
I'm
think?
just kidding.
Oh no, is he an AIDS patient?
No.
I don't
might
want to
be.
do that for $100.
I did have a crazy, when I was like, I don't remember how old I was, 17, 16 or something like that. I had this crazy girl that was like on every fucking psychiatric medication that was known to man. And her neck was like all fucked up. And I was like, what's wrong with your neck? She was like, I just can't stop picking at my neck. And
Oh, God.
But she sucked my dick real good. So I was like, all right,
Oh, wow.
whatever. Whatevs.
Whatevs he says.
Whatevsies.
God, so her neck was all fucked?
up, dude. Her arms were fucked up. She had fake seizures in my friend's house. Oh, it was fantastic. She was
Do you guys pick your
a
scabs?
mess.
Do you pick your scabs ever?
No, I
you
mean,
never
I try
have.
not to. I mean, no,
Yep.
I fucking, of course I have, but I try not to now.
I
I'm
try
a
not
fucking
to.
adult.
But why do we pick them off, do you think? I don't know.
Because
I have no
it's
idea
like,
why.
I don't know. I think it's like a satisfying. I mean, why do people watch like videos of like pimples being satisfying?
I don't know.
You know
Because
what I
I'm an
mean?
anxious person that
And
needs their
anxiety, dude.
hands,
Absolutely,
like to
anxiety.
do things. Yeah.
If you were in a really bad spot in life, would you ever give yourself self-surgery?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. What? Yes,
Yeah.
I would. Yeah.
What
Dude,
if you
well,
were a
I mean-
dentist with connections to other dentistry professionals and you had some ways to get your teeth operated on aside from yourself? Would you still do it?
If I knew dentist professionals,
Like if you
like,
were
but you
like
could
I
do your-
assume as a dentist you probably know a couple other dentists. Like,
Yeah, let's say you know how to do it, but other people could do it too. Would you just like say, I can do it? I can do it
if
myself.
I knew other people, I'd be like, yeah, dog, will you just do it? Because we
But
could
do
all
you trust them?
I don't know if they were my friends.
I would just assume.
You'd
Here's what I'm
probably-
setting up. I'm setting up a video. Why are we doing this weird thing?
Yeah, why are you putting me in a
So
corner? I'm not a
strange.
fucking dentist.
God damn it.
God, I'm a fucking
This
dentist
guy,
narc.
it says 24-year-old Russian dentist removes his own wisdom teeth. We showed this to Chris last week, and he got very uncomfortable. But I want to show
Why
it
are
to
you,
you.
all you comedians so sensitive?
I'm not.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I'm showing it to him to show
I
Chris.
said I eat fucking scabs, dude.
Oh God.
Hold on,
Hold
the
on, I'm having sound
just went out.
issues. Sorry, guys. All right.
They
Hell
can't.
yeah.
They
There
can't
we
hear
go.
this, so you don't have to
Yeah.
keep apologizing for it because the only people that can hear it are us in the room. So let's
All right.
pretend like it's not happening. Anyways, so this one says 24-year-old Russian dentist removes his own wisdom tooth. And I just don't know fucking why. Like, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, I get it. It's Russia. It's probably cold.
I get it.
Dude,
Russia.
do you have your wisdom teeth?
Do I? Yes.
You still have them?
Yeah, I still have them.
Are they fucking your mouth up right now?
No, I got braces at like the perfect time to where like they moved
Fit in
my
perfectly?
teeth, and they're like, oh, they'll just come in and it'll be fine.
I have mine too.
You
I
guys
mean,
are.
this is like gnarly, but it's also like, dude, if he can fucking do it, that's kind of dope.
I had
ganking
all
on it.
4 of my teeth, wisdom teeth removed at once, and I had to be put to sleep for this shit because they literally slice up your gums, pull out this shit. They have to like drill it out or break it out or some shit. I don't know what it is. And then you get these giant gaping holes that they got to stitch up.
right,
It's
yeah.
fucking gnarly as shit. So I can never imagine doing this shit. This dude's a fucking man. All right.
That's not that crazy to me, though,
Dude.
rewatching it. Like, with Chris's reaction, he seemed to freak out about it, but just sitting here
I
watching
mean, it's
it.
a little. The hole is a little like you're like, oh boy, that's
But I mean,
a hole.
there was people
That's
back
a
in the
big
day,
old hole.
people back in like the times where they were like still studying medicine and whatnot, where they would do self-surgery. Like there's this famous image on the internet that you've probably seen of some guy doing self-surgery on his stomach. He was like, he had appendicitis and no one would operate on him or some shit. I think that's what happened, but he was literally, he cut his stomach open and took his own appendix
Yeah.
out. Like, that's fucking gnarly as hell, man. I could never fucking imagine doing that shit.
I don't want to watch that video. That video is going to make me real uncomfortable. But
Which one?
We can pull it up, I guess.
No,
No.
That's not a video, it's a picture.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, that video did make me very uncomfortable. like, in that,
dentist
like, you know what I
one?
mean? When I was like watching it, I was like, that's not this bad. And then I like afterward, like I got that anxious like feeling in your stomach, and I was like, what the fuck is happening to me? Oh, I just saw something super fucked up, and I didn't even register it. It's like getting
You were traumatized.
it was like
Obviously
getting molested or whatever. You know what I mean? Like later on, you're like, oh, that was fine, and then you're like, oh no, I came with my dad or whatever you say. You know, I don't know. I don't know who molested you guys.
Have you ever had like a major surgery or anything like
I
that?
thought you were going to ask him, like, you ever
Yeah,
been
I
molested?
thought you were going to talk about.
Has your dad ever came on you?
Been molested? You want to tell 3 strangers?
So you and your
spent
dad-
a
It was
day?
actually weird. It was during surgery. I was molested. No, yeah, I've had.
Was
I've
he
had,
at least hot?
Was the I don't know, man. I was out, but they told me about it, which I thought
It was
weird.
awesome. I got
You were
some.
a champ.
Yeah. No, it was. I've had 3 sinus surgeries. And then
Sinus surgeries?
yeah, like they like clear it out because they just like get so clogged up or whatever.
With what?
I know
Snot?
someone who's
just
had to
like
have the same thing
just
recently.
like it's
Wait
just
a second.
infection, just all.
How did you know that you needed surgery?
Because I well, first of all, the first time I went, it was like I couldn't breathe out of my nose at all. My like what was it called, the septum, like I had a deviated septum too, so I was
Cocaine?
just constantly I've never done coke actually. No, I did coke once, it sucked. But no, it's like I just had pounding fucking headaches. I was sick all the time, fevers all the time. So they like went and cleaned it out and opened up like the sinus cavity essentially, and that was like the whole. So that's happened 3 times, and I've had my tonsils out. And
How
that's it.
do
I'm
they clean
asking
it
because
out? I don't understand.
They like scrape it out, dog, or like
that's
they
fuck-
like suck it out. Like they've done that to me. That's what's wild is that they'll do that to me when I go in there. Still, they'll like stick a like vacuum in there and
Like, they'll
just
cut you
suck.
open?
No, they don't cut me open. They go through my sinus while I'm awake, and like I'm just sitting
What?
here like this. And then they go through.
Luke's covering his face.
Thinking about all that milk he's gonna put down the toilet. But no, they go. But they go, yeah, like it's like a little metal instrument, and he goes up, and I can feel it. I can. Feel
You have
it. It's
nothing
fucking wild.
numbing you whatsoever.
No, I mean they like spray some like the nasal spray that'll open you up. But it hurt. I mean it hurts, and but like and then you can just
Any
hear
crunching?
it. It's like sucking.
Crunching at all?
No, there's not crunching. There's no crunching.
Why are you obsessed with crunching,
Fucking
Patrick?
crunching. What?
I
No,
know, because it's
what
like
is in your
cartilage.
face?
It's
Blake was
cartilage.
literally like, you were like, is there any crunching? And he was like, no. And you were like, so is there crunching? Like,
But
no.
like crunching.
No,
you know
but
what I mean?
seriously, you know what I'm saying?
Any?
No, dude. It's
right,
like
cool.
it's just like sucking and
I was asking you, though, because
sucking and fucking.
I'm at a point with my nose where it's just like, I'm not going to be able to smell anything ever, which kind of sucks because I'm about to
Stop
be the
smoking
sous
cigs.
chef of my restaurant. So it's
Yeah,
like,
right.
the fuck I have to smell. Like, it's pertinent to my job that I be
Yeah.
able to smell and be able to, like, discern taste and
Yeah.
flavors and stuff like that. And I just cannot smell. I know what good looking food and how to cook it just right, but like the whole smell is just going away.
You gotta go to like an ear, nose, throat guy.
I need to, but got no insurance and fucking.
You don't have insurance
You're a
in the place
comedian.
you
How
work?
do you have? How do you get in surgeries? What the fuck?
Obamacare, motherfucker. Like
Yeah.
it's the best.
We're 3 years into Trump's fucking presidency. What are you talking about?
It's still he
Still
never
there.
repealed it. Like,
Really?
They just talked about it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
How do you get
He
qualified
hasn't
for
done
that?
anything.
yeah,
he's
that's-
just talked a lot of. He's been racist
So
and
wait,
terrible.
you're
but he
still on
hasn't-
Obamacare?
Yeah.
You can do this? There's a way to. There's
Yes.
Cody, you've been
a
sleeping.
grift in the system. We got to talk after this episode because
Yeah.
there's probably several surgeries
Well,
that I've been
unless
in
you,
dire need of.
unless you,
I've been to a
unless you
doctor in
make
11
too
years.
much. But they, I mean, I can't.
Dude, they're
I
gonna
can't say
die
it.
of
Well,
it.
whatever. They're not going to listen to this.
Say it.
Yeah, I mean, all the money, most of the money I make is not claimed. You know what I mean? I don't claim that shit on my taxes. So it's like, they pay me in cash a lot. I get like checks and I just deposit it. I mean, if I get audited, I'm fucked. But like, they're not gonna audit me.
Well,
I said
Till they
on a
listen to this
podcast.
episode.
Yeah, right. I said on
Who
a
the fuck's listening
podcast
to
before they
bastard
audited
sermon?
my ass. But yeah, it's
famous last words.
Yeah, right. Yeah, see you guys in jail.
We've had lots of famous last words on this show, so don't worry.
But yeah, so I already talked shit about that guy. He'll probably hear that somehow.
What's his name? Yates something?
Dave Yates.
Yeah,
He sucks
fucking
anyways.
piece of
Dave
shit.
Fucking
I'll
sucks.
take a strong stance on him without ever meeting him. Chris,
He's nice enough, but he just sucks.
Should we dog on his fucking Amazon Prime video?
If you could, yeah,
I'm
if you
just
have
kidding, we don't
Amazon
have to.
Prime, we can, dude. I will fucking for sure do that. I love doing that.
can we
That's my
do that after
favorite
the
thing to
break?
do.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
I do, but I
Can
don't
we-
know if it's on the computer. We'll figure it out.
After the break, we got a break in like a couple minutes.
I don't know if I remember the
Let's cue
password
that shit up
because
and
it's.
fucking talk shit about him.
We'll figure it out.
You already did. You already
Yeah, I already
said
did it,
I
man.
mean,
It fucking sucks.
fuck it. Let's
Yeah,
completely
it's
burn the
shit.
bridge down.
Dude,
and
but
piss
what
on
if you guys like it? And then I'm just like, oh no.
I can't ever do this shitty podcast
No,
again.
it's not even that. It's just like, oh no, I seem like an asshole. Is I don't want to because if you guys like it, I don't want to shit on you guys.
Yeah, what the
You
fuck? You
might
coming to
like-
my house? And you're talking
right.
shit
Talking
to
shit
me?
about my favorite comedian.
I like this guy. Who are you? But yeah, I mean, we'll check it out. We'll see if it works.
As long as he's as funny as like Jeff Dunham or Carlos Mencia.
Oh,
or,
fuck
like,
you.
Any of the greats.
Amy Schumer,
Yeah.
the best, the big
As long as
three.
he's as funny as them.
Yeah,
I think so.
but yeah, we're all fucking assholes. So fuck
Yeah,
it,
that's true.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
that's
always
absolutely
shitting.
true.
I have someone I want to talk shit on the internet. Actually, if you guys want to delve into that rabbit hole
Sure.
before the break,
Yes.
Go into it.
go on YouTube and look up the name Bobby Hickman. Shout out.
All right.
Will you blurt that out?
No.
Okay.
Fuck you, dude.
All
Don't
right.
say it.
You
if
know,
you
I don't
want me to say
care.
it.
He's Bobby Hickman's not listening. All right.
You know how hard it is to edit this episode? No, you don't, because you haven't been doing it for 2 years. But
Oh
it's
shit!
goddamn impossible to section out. Like, all I know right now is there is something that you need me to cut out, which means that I have to intimately listen to every single second of
Just-
my own big dumb
Yeah.
voice pontificating about stupid shit that I don't give a fuck about.
You're
Like,
right. Are you saying that you never bleep out anything that anybody says?
I have, but I'm tired of it.
Let's say he's saying that he fucking hates doing it.
No, I want to do what you guys do and show up and start talking, and it's all fun. Not go home and edit the whole thing. That's a pain in
Hey,
the dick
I gotta
balls.
come up with half-ass descriptions every week too, and I gotta remember to put it up on time.
Yeah, and then me and Pat get to be your sweet spell check team.
Oh, dude, ever since it's just been put out on the show, I've just caved. I send the description first, like thoughts, like I don't care anymore.
Do you fucking not have? What do you send it on? A fucking
It's on my
Telegram? But doesn't it not tell you? Does it not tell you when you fucked up?
Nope.
I don't. No, it
No
does.
spell
Is your
correction.
spelling that bad to where it's all like it
There's
all
like-
talks? Your phone talks like you do now, like a fucking idiot. So it's just like, oh yeah, that's how we spell that word, and it's wrong.
Now this is like weird podcast stuff, but like Lipson's description text boxes for
Okay,
Facebook.
all right. Well, that makes sense now.
Yeah,
okay, I get
yeah.
it. Okay.
There's two different ones that I have to use, and one is very weird and silly. And
Oh my
Okay,
god,
I see
he's got
now,
videos. Okay, so this Bobby Hickman guy, I am so sorry, my equipment's so shit.
It's all right, man.
wait, they can't hear it.
Anyways, yeah, this Bobby Hickman guy I found, he's fucking crazy. Here, go
Pat,
to
all
Facebook.
the listeners are going to hear is you saying sorry over and over again and not realize what the problem is.
My
It's
bad.
Just to explain to Patrick, for all of our listeners, it's just in our headphones. No one's going to hear what we're hearing in these headphones.
Type in the top here. Actually, let's go home and then type in the top here, Bobby Hickman.
All right.
Just type that in, and we'll pull it up that way.
Is he only found via homepage?
I think he's only. I think that's how you have to look it up. If you're on like a specific
Dude, he's
page.
hot. He's hot
Truck
as
driver
fuck.
with 2
So
eyes.
this guy, I think her name. I think this was posted on her page. I don't remember who posted it.
Truck driver.
This guy, Bobby
well, look how
Hickman,
he spelled it.
he has this description on Facebook intro. I have God inside my body and we want sex. God entered my body like the spirit body, same size. What the fuck does same size mean with this motherfucker?
What people really want is what makes them happy at that moment. God
we see
entered
this
my
video?
body
No.
as a body, same size, Holy Ghost baptism.
Like what? Okay, now here's the weird thing about this guy's profile. All right, not that it's weird enough.
His
all
haircut?
right? His haircut's fucking methed out. All right,
Dude,
but
he's hot. Stop talking shit about him.
He has these videos and pictures of him sitting in the same pose with his ass facing us with a thong on. His house is absolutely trash too. So let's check that.
God entered into my body like a body my same size. Like
Got
me
like a
floating into
G-string
you,
on.
you floating into me.
Yeah.
Holy Ghost baptism. World's only Christian, world's only born again. Holy Ghost filled man. Today is August the 10th. My skin still feels electric. I'm seeing visions from the Lord right now. Want a word from the Lord? A fresh word from the Lord. I saw the Lord in a vision just now. He said, go to UPC. I'm seeing me in a vision taking Kelly to the United Pentecostal Church International Convention. Now, let's get a word from the Lord.
What do you guys think about this so far?
I think this man needs to be watched.
Dude, this guy needs to be. How did you find this?
Someone,
That's what I'm wondering.
our page. So we have a Facebook group online. It's like the secret group. You can get on if you want. We just
Yeah.
post all these crazy fucking videos. We've lost complete control over the group. So sometimes shit
It's
like
not even
this
our
shows
page.
up.
I post a
It's not our page
podcast, 1
anymore.
like. Somebody posts a picture of this guy, 8,000 likes. I'm like, fuck. Like,
Dude,
what are you
this
here
is-
for?
This is awesome.
I'll
Not
add
the
you on
show.
Facebook. I'll add you to the group. You can
Please
see this
add
shit
me
all the
to it,
time.
'cause
I have
this is
plenty
fucking-
of cringy people I wish we could talk about.
Dude, this isn't
You
even cringy. This guy. What if this guy's right? Like, think about that shit, dude.
What if this
if
guy's
the
a
God?
prophet?
What if God
Same
has
size?
entered the same size body?
Like 6
as
months
him?
from now, he's
and everybody, and dude, this is probably what Jesus was like. I guarantee it. That's
think
why
this was
everybody
Jesus?
was like, "Oh,
Same
fucking
size.
yeah." He's like same size. They're like, "What does that mean? We don't even speak English. We're all Romans." But yeah, no, dude, that's fucking what, dude. I think he might be the fucking
Keep
second
going.
coming.
Delve deeper.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's the second coming.
Look deeper.
Tell him now, hear the word of the Lord.
Why has he just got his ass to the camera, though?
It's sexual. They want
Help
sex.
people today, and I will help you.
he's standing
Say
on
it's God.
something being weird.
He's got way
Every
less.
single picture and post, he's in the stance.
Give to whoever has need.
That haircut tells me he's not
What?
kidding, though. Because, like, sometimes
Same
you're like,
diameter.
maybe it's a character. That haircut, unless it's a
Alright.
wig,
Well,
it's
Jesus
not a
is
character. He's
like
not
that.
saying
Look at his
Not a
fucking
character.
house, bro.
Hey.
Look at the fucking house. Is
Look
he
at
in a
that
basement?
fucking
Body
banana
imaging.
hammock he's going
All
on.
you
It's
do is-
fucking wild.
You work out.
It's got 4 likes. No one's
Dude,
ever
no one
seen
knows this guy. Like, he posts
Dude,
fucking
you
naked.
guys could fucking this could
I'd
be
love
the,
to come on.
This could be a fucking sensation. You guys need to fucking post about this. Oh my god. This is
It's every video.
He was born on
God
Halloween.
entered into my body like a body my same size. Like me floating into you floating into
like
me.
a body must
Holy Ghost
size.
baptism as in the Bible. Today
There's a
is
light
August
shining
the
in
9th.
between the cracks of his leg and asshole.
I love it so much.
Dude,
Yeah.
this guy's a professional. You know, every video is
Professional
planned, you know?
crazy.
Dude, he's God. I'm telling you,
This
he
is
is
reincarnation.
the Trinity, man. He is
God
the Holy
has
Trinity.
returned.
Yes, God is fucking back, and his name
God
is
has
Bobby
returned,
Hickman.
and he has brought our Savior.
Dude,
He has
Bobby
brought...
Hickman,
and
yeah,
God
dude.
has a 10-second match.
And there's
that you
also
can get for
Robert
cheap.
Hickman. Who is Robert Hickman?
We'll find out.
Right after this break.
2019 a month, today and tomorrow. The United Pentecostal Church International Conference is coming to Indianapolis.
He's repping churches,
Starting
dude.
tomorrow.
United
Ending
Pentecostal
Friday.
Church.
Come or don't come.
He fucking seems like that cult leader.
Oh my God, yeah.
The fucking
the other
what,
one won't
Heaven's
show.
Gate guy.
God
Yeah,
entered into
dude.
my body like a body my same size. like me floating
Like
into
a
you.
body
and
my
floating in-
same size. That's the best shit ever. Like a body my same size.
Dude,
God
he's a fucking
entered
character.
into my body.
Look at his socks.
And he possessed the whole video, so Pat didn't know how to turn it off. Pat was just looking at me like, I don't know,
That could,
Bobby.
it lost
Bobby
control.
Hickman's got the wheel right now.
Bobby Hickman, take the wheel.
That's the new T-shirt. Dude, we'll get more back into him, but I gotta
Dude.
take a piss, smoke
Let's
a
take a
cigarette.
quick break.
We'll come back.
We can
Let's
start
take a
with more
break.
crazy people.
Dude, Bobby Hickman only.
There's
This
we
is
haven't
a
even
Bobby
scratched the
Hickman
surface.
We'll be
fucking
back with more
podcast now.
Bobby Hickman, and we're gonna talk shit about that terrible special.
All right, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fuckfaces, we're back.
We're back.
And as always, we're sponsored by our good friend Anthony Tank Mansfield. That's Kneel to No One. KNEELTONOONE.com. Patrick's laughing at me.
I love when you just spell it because I'm always wondering if you're gonna mess it up sometimes.
So far, so good. I've never messed it up. No, but he makes these fucking incredible glasses that we're drinking out of. The samurai sifter glasses, where you've got the samurai on one side, Kneel to No One, the swords, the other Hop Thulu glass that we've got over here. It's got
No
it's
one's
got
using it this week.
Hop Thulu on there. I mean, he just makes really good glassware that you can go and drink beers out of, or water, whatever you want to fucking drink out of. Whatever you drink out of it, it's gonna taste better. It is. That's not what he told us to say. He never told us that. Those statements haven't been evaluated by the FDA, so like I don't even know if
But
it's
they're
legal for
factually
me
true.
to say that. But I mean, I'm gonna say that they're 1,000% true, not 100%, but 1,000% true. If you drink out of these fucking glasses, I mean, you're going to be a superhero, essentially.
Yeah.
And he makes
The
phenomenal
goblet
art.
of the gods.
He makes incredible art that you can now commission him for. These awesome fucking enamel pens that you can buy off of him. I'm sure he'll throw you some if you just like get a glass order off of him.
Yeah.
He's got these T-shirts. We've got a couple of them in the studio right now. A Kneel to No one that looks like the Motorhead logo. Instead, it's got a hop for the head. He's got another one with a Hop Thulu on it.
Yeah.
Like they're all fucking phenomenal shirts.
Super great art.
Great
Definitely.
gear.
Great
gear.
guy too. Just follow his life. He's on other podcasts too. He's at other events. Follow the guy. He's got so much fucking things coming up, and you can just ask him for art.
Since
on
I'm not going to
anything.
be there on the 13th, he's going to be there. You'll hear
Yeah.
this episode first, and I'll probably release this episode midweek or something like that. But he'll be there for that live tattoo event, and
Right.
he's a bad motherfucker. He's awesome. Like he's supported me. He was my high school art teacher and supported me all the way through high school until like I do my own podcast, listen to every episode, gives us great feedback on everything. He's a phenomenal dude. You want to talk about supporting your local scene? Go and give that dude some money for something. I mean, you don't just have to donate money to him. He'll give you something. He'll give you something you could have for fucking as long as you don't break it or set it on fire.
Yeah.
Keep it. Have it. He's fucking phenomenal. Free shout out to people that we're not sponsored by. Go and check out fucking Higher Level Art. Danny Gamble or Danny Babcock. That bad motherfucker got us hooked up with so many cool comedians so far. I mean, the reason
Wouldn't
Blake
have you.
Hammond's sitting here right now
Yeah,
is because he got us connected with Rand Barnacle. Rand tells me, you know, it'd be great for the speed of this show. Blake Hammond. Let's get that dude on there.
dude.
And I was like, okay, cool. Anybody that fucking
And he's
Danny
that dude.
Babcock sends me, fucking... It's a chain of
Danny's the
command
best,
of just
dude.
like get that dude on. Go and check out Danny Babcock. Go buy some art from him. The new T-shirts that you're gonna be able to buy from us are coming from that dude. And the current T-shirts that we have right now, go and buy those.
Yeah.
They're not
We
gonna
got
be
some
around
larges.
for much longer, for real. So if you want the first run of T-shirts that we got, $20, you can get a T-shirt. Hit Patrick up, sit in his driveway with him, talk with him for 3 hours straight about something he doesn't want to hear while he's trying to eat dinner with his girlfriend and feed his dogs. Just go out there and
Yeah.
talk with Patrick for way too long while
Be
he's
sure to just sit me down and stop me from what I'm doing. Don't make it a quick exchange like a normal human being. Let's.
Has that happened? I guess.
I'm not trying to like. I have friends that I totally am down with talking with and stuff when they come and buy shirts. But I mean, there's some people like I've never talked to,
And they want to fucking
and
sit
they'll
down and
they'll
talk
just
to
sit
you.
down and talk to me
Forever.
for like a half hour to 45 minutes about stuff I don't remember, and I'm like, it's all good.
When we
dude,
first started selling these, Patrick was like, is there any way that we could start figuring out the online aspect of this? Because, man, I love these people, but goddamn, I don't want to interrupt everything that I'm doing.
I'm a busy guy, you know.
Yeah.
I don't have time for 45
Big
minutes.
cheese, man.
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm the
have
big
fucking
cheese.
time for you guys.
Cheese doesn't have time for
Yeah,
this.
keep listening, but fuck off.
Yeah. Make it a quick exchange.
We legitimately appreciate.
I'm just fucking with you. Seriously, come in. If you want to talk to me, talk
Me
to
and
me.
Cody do.
I'm just
we
fucking
appreciate
around.
you guys.
Yeah, I mean, not the big cheese. He's a little too
Yeah,
big for...
my cheese is too big. You know what I mean?
We appreciate
Right.
every single person that's
Seriously,
bought a
you can
t-shirt.
talk to me. It's not a big deal. We're just
And-
fucking around.
You guys have funded us to have new t-shirts now by one of the best artists in, I'll go out and say it, one
New
of the best artists in the
designs.
United States of America. Danny Babcock
In
is
the
a
whole
fucking
universe.
amazing artist. Like he didn't go to Chicago and win that competition by being a chump. He's a goddamn killer. That dude's gonna be making
Killer.
t-shirts from us. Buy one of those when that comes out. Like that'll be fucking awesome.
I thought it was just designs.
Who knows? We're gonna get it all figured out
No, he's making
anyways.
designs for us to put onto a t-shirt is what I'm saying. But when we get those designs, you guys will you won't even fucking believe what he's gonna do to these fucking designs. Like that man is a killer. Go and buy all of his shit.
He's gonna make
even
love
if it's
to your
not our
eyeballs.
art. All right, are we done plugging?
Yeah, we're done plugging. Next plug. This guy, Jeremy Puttman.
Dude,
How's this
I'm
a
so
plug?
excited, dude. This guy
Because
looks
support
like,
him. All right,
Dude.
I support him. He just blocked me on everything.
Dude, he looks like a Spencer's Gifts became a person.
So,
I am super into this.
So, what are you seeing here?
Corey Feldman is what I'm seeing. That's what he fucking looks like, dude.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Young or
So
old?
we used
I
to
don't
talk
know.
about.
I feel like in the future, like he's Corey Feldman in a couple
In 3 years?
Yeah.
I
When he
totally
remembers
fucking see
Michael
that.
Jackson molesting him, he's gonna be like, "Oh no, I had to become the Joker."
Fucked. So if you don't remember, I don't know if you listen to the old episodes, but we had episodes where we talked about this guy, Jeremy Puttman. He goes as the Winchester Joker. He's got all the Joker
'Cause
tattoos.
he's super cool.
He shaves his eyebrows. He's got green hair. He has the blacks around his eyes tattooed.
This is so good.
The Chelsea smile grin tattoo. Every Joker tattoo you've seen on the Jared Leto guy, he's got these too. And he's just so obsessed. I would love to have him on the show. If you're listening, which I doubt, come on the fucking show. Let's explain yourself.
We tried so many times to get this
reach out to
motherfucker.
him.
Like, try to get him involved in the group. Try to get him like involved in what we're doing, and it's like, don't you want attention? That's what you're doing. We're trying to give you attention, and you
so
want
weird.
no part of it. He blocks us all. Like, oh, they're just making fun of me, and I'm serious. I'm for real, the Joker.
And you're like,
They
"Why are
think
you
this
so
is a joke.
serious?" You know what I mean?
He posts he'll go on I used to be like shadow on his page. Like I'd add him as a friend, and I just kind of silently watch, you know, like Batman would on the streets, you know, just make sure he's not doing anything too crazy. But he posts these videos, like live videos of him in his backyard, like chain smoking cigarettes. And he'll be going on these long Joker rants, and he's got the weirdest lispy voice you could possibly imagine. I have a video I'll show you. But he'll go on these tangents, and it's quite entertaining. But
You
a
get
little bit more.
arrested one time for this. Like we did this. I don't want to rehash old shit that we've done months ago or whatever. But there was a whole article, and he posted it himself. Like
All the
there was a
time.
newspaper article of him getting arrested for being the Joker or some shit and terrifying.
Here's what happened.
A whole mall
Here's what
full of
happened,
people
all right?
in Winchester,
Well,
wherever
yeah, they
the
probably
fuck.
thought he was gonna shoot it up.
Yeah.
No
It's
shit.
fucking
Here's what
Aurora.
happened. It was fucked. So he thinks he got arrested because he was wearing a mask in public. It was just his makeup. It's how he normally dresses. Legitimately, he wears purple suits in public all the time, and makeup. But he was we had a cane, and it was a samurai sword in the cane, and they arrested him for wielding the fucking sword. It's in the news article he shares.
How did I
But
get
then-
arrested just by walking down the street with a samurai sword? I don't understand. I thought it was within my rights as the Joker to walk down the street with a samurai sword.
live in a
That I got from the Renaissance Festival.
So, like, I have a whole album on my phone dedicated to the guy. And, like, so he posted this long, crazy, methed out rant. All right, I don't know if he's on meth or whatever, but the dude
For sure.
talks like it's gibberish, like he's completely illiterate, like Charlie illiterate, and It's Always Sunny. But he says that he was, like, going to visit a bunch of kids in a hospital, and he looked like a fucking murderer, like, with that makeup.
And you should see his
Visiting
freaking
kids in a
mouth.
hospital to do what? Like, what
to
was his
take
end
photos
game
or
there?
whatever to support. I don't know. He's trying
what
to be
a
like
fucking
Tony
Make-A-Wish
Stark.
that is, dude.
Yeah, me
Dude,
fucking
maybe
Joker.
Make-A-Wish didn't have any more money, and they were like, yo, you got to go kill these kids.
What kind of sick kid is really like asking for the Joker?
Yeah, the
Is
Joker.
like,
they're like, I want John Cena. And they're like, oh, we heard Joker. We heard Winchester Joker. Not even the fucking real one. Like, this fucking sucks.
His wife, God bless her soul, seems like a really nice person, but she's like totally into this shit
You're just
too.
saying that because she looks hot, Patrick.
Definitely not.
I mean, she looks fine. She looks
Definitely
hotter
am not
than
saying
whatever
that.
this
That bitch
is
just as fucked in the head as this dude.
That's
is.
what
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
saying. Like
absolutely.
she's the voice of reason in the whole situation, Cody. So he'll post all these rants and shit, and then she'll be like white knighting him and stuff on everything, and totally supporting the crazy. He'll post about rape and shit. It's crazy.
Rape?
Rape. He'll post about it. I have pictures to show that he's posted about it. It's really. He says it's a sick
God.
joke, but it's fucking graphic. But his wife will be into it and dress like Harley Quinn, and then they'll take these photos and make YouTube videos of dry humping on the internet. I tried to look for it.
Much, dude.
It was on an old episode. We have it on there, but I couldn't find the dry humping video.
Yeah.
But I found this one.
This is I'm so excited.
This is
I have
him sitting in
never
his
been more excited for anything.
backyard to smoke.
Volume up, Patrick, because you can never understand him.
Oh, he got his mouth worked on.
Miss me?
Yeah, you used to have no teeth.
Wait,
I
he's
missed
got
you.
He's got
He's got
captions.
dentures.
he's got
He's got
captions.
Where's my enemies at? Huh?
I don't think this is a re-upload of the guy. He deleted his page.
You tried and tried all your might to fucking destroy me. But here I stand. You tried to destroy me, but how far did you get?
So this guy's fucking weird. All right. So when there's a train going off in the background too, he will stop his little monologue. He'll look over like, and he'll be pissed off at the train for interrupting him, and then he'll go back into his fucking monologue,
dope.
and then he'll look around because he lives in a neyborhood.
The
He has a
joke
house.
the joke is
The dude has a house, and
foiled by the train again.
That train.
Damn it, Batman! Stop sending the train.
So he's in a fucking regular ass neighborhood. He's got neighbors that are really close to him. You know, the houses are really close.
fucking people.
And they probably watch him in his backyard all the time. And he's always peeking around the corner to see if cops are coming by to stop him because he got arrested one time and he was paranoid. So maybe we'll see that, but if you hear the train go off, you'll see how pissed off
I
he
hope
gets.
the fucking train comes, dude.
And also, every time he laughs and
Patrick,
cackles,
why did you go for the 14-minute long?
it's the
video,
only
though?
one. He deleted his channel.
also-
Everything's gone now.
He deleted his channel, and this is like an upload. I don't
So
know what
old
this is.
episodes of
How
the
does he
Bastard
have
Sermon
the
the only way to
Yeah.
find him now?
Yeah.
Damn.
He deleted his channel. I found out while we were
Dude,
on
Now
break.
you have to listen to our whole catalog, dude. Listen.
No,
you want more of this? Go back. I don't know which episode it
The
was.
dry
Just
humping? You
listen
wanna
to
hear
all
it?
of
I'm sure someone
Dude.
has like king ass rippered him and like saved all of his videos.
God, I
somewhere.
hope so.
I have a
and
couple
if you
saved.
did, and you're listening right now, send it all to us. We'll make
Please.
sure that this gets out there.
I want this
Blake,
guy on the show.
How do you also have the worst Joker impression when that's your whole life?
I know, right?
It's like he saw Heath Ledger's performance and like changed his whole persona. Because there's videos. I have a video up here that we can show of what he used to look like, as well, of him going on
yeah.
a methed out rant.
Yeah.
Why was he more Nicholson Joker before?
If you saw him before, like he looks like a totally different person, but he looks like a fucking mess. I'll say that. But did someone just fart?
Nowhere.
What?
I could've
It
sworn
says truck reversing. You can hear a truck going in the background as he's smoking a cigarette, trying to get past it.
All because you don't
He's
like
got a
the way I
full
look.
suit on too, pinstripe suit.
don't.
He's so sensitive too.
He sounds more like
What's the
Sling
matter?
Blade than he does fucking.
If you give him shit on his
Never
page,
seen
he'll block you and make a shitty
man
post about it. Like he's
with
super
tattoos
sensitive for
before.
talking all this shit.
I decided to look like this because I wanted to be myself.
To be yourself.
I don't give a damn who doesn't like it. You don't have to fucking like me. For damn sure I ain't gonna like you. Throw punches
Does
at
the
me all
tongue
you
licks and
want.
shit.
I'm gonna keep standing.
Truck
Make me
reversing.
bleed. I have bled before.
He doesn't look like he has a neck either, which is fucking
Look,
wild.
you see how pissed off he's getting right now? Because it's over the noises in the background.
I like to bleed.
There's a plane landing. Why is it getting so loud?
He's like trying so hard.
I know you do.
Like, what the fuck kind of shit are you doing in your backyard, man?
Dude, and what are the
Give me your
comments like
address,
on this fucking
and
shit?
I'll find you.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go to the comments right now. Turn this
Please
bullshit
go
off.
to the comments. I look like this because I wanted to be.
It's seriously, try to add him. He just
When
don't
you
write on
overdose
him.
on
He'll block you.
society, it's fucking tight.
He's something else, man.
Just show this to my mom, and she's freaking out right now.
Let's see. This is what he used to look
Oh
like.
my
I
god,
believe that
he
someone
looks like a Mudvayne roadie or something.
Him without the spider red, center red.
Dude, yeah.
It's so
He's so quiet when
You
he
can't really
talks.
hear it, but for our listeners, he just looks like every other meth head that you've ever seen outside
Dude,
of
listens to
Thornton's.
Hinder.
dude,
You ever been
yeah.
to Thornton's at about 2 a.m.?
Yeah.
Speedway Steve.
Every dude asking
Speedway
you
Steve's
for a
handsome.
cigarette and 4 nickels for the bus, that's him.
Dude, imagine like whoever was at Dimebag's vigil.
Oh, this is the dry hump video.
Oh fuck yeah.
What were we gonna say,
dude.
Blake? Though before you play this, what?
I said imagine like every dude that was at like the Dimebag Daryl's vigil. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's who it is. That's absolutely who it is. And dude, holy shit. It's like, man, he just goes to Walmart every day and is like, where's your Joker stuff? And they're like, it's right here. And
He
dude,
orders-
and he has like a tongue ring. The Joker would not, he's got a tongue ring and snake bites. Holy shit. This is blowing my mind.
God damn it.
Well, this video is gonna blow your mind too. I mean, this so his wife.
This
Joker
is
Harley
super.
Quinn.
plays with
Patrick,
Harley.
if I
Cringe.
may interrupt, this is a
Please.
super sexy video. I mean, it's super hot.
All right.
I mean, try not to get a boner during this video because I mean they're so. I mean, when I
So
watch
sexual.
this, I really
So
understand
romantic.
what a romantic relationship is all about. Go ahead, Patrick, play it.
All right. It's about a minute and a half.
Dude, who paid for this motel?
Dude, it's
Her parents for sure.
well, she
you
has a
attacked
legit
my-
job. I don't need
For our
you to say it.
listeners that can't see the video, it's let's call her Harley Quinn sitting on the bed with Jeremy Puttman Joker with nothing but just his hat and some shitty makeup on.
And like, look
He's
at her
got a-
right
she's
there.
got
She's
pants
like,
on.
she's
She's
like,
got-
I could have. She's like thinking about all of her exes right now, like up in the
all the
corner.
bigger dicks that she could have
Yeah,
had.
just like all of like anything. Just like I could have been anywhere else right now, but I'm with this guy who thinks he's the Joker.
This is
and he
his
has
wife.
a flat bill hat on.
You guys are missing the bandana he's got on underneath.
Yeah,
he's
he's
got
Oh
that
my
kind
God,
of look.
dude.
This ain't regular Joker, right? This is Winchester Joker, baby.
So what are you thinking on the whole box? If you can get all of that for $3,000, there's room to make profit. All right, $3,000. The box itself stands out more.
So it's dry humping doggy style if you want an image.
And she's starting to do the work because he's not. He just climbed up next to her.
Oh, he's
and
about to
then
do some
sat
work. Look.
there.
Oh shit!
Look,
Oh
guys.
shit!
So the design studio actually sold
Do you like that, Harley?
Do
you like that?
all of it. Another cool thing about Vice, he had a mirror. The artist can't
It's pretty hot, right?
Did he just pick up a knife?
Yeah, I think he
So-
for sure has a knife. Dude, he for sure has a knife.
He
Go
has a
back
knife.
to-
I was
seconds.
like, dude, where's the knife? I
Go
knew
back-
that.
Go back 2 seconds. Look at his right hand.
Do you
Yeah,
think he's
he
about
picked
to
up a
fucking?
knife.
You think he's like ready to slit her?
She's
Dude,
like, I don't like
he
this.
picked something up. Look, he reaches.
Yeah, dude, there's a
That's
knife
a
right
knife.
there.
That was a knife.
You think boy's about to shank her? What happens next?
He's gonna put it up to her throat and be like, "Do you like that, Ernie?" And it's gonna be fucking dumb.
Oh my,
as
that was
fuck.
the perfect Puttman expression.
You want to know how I got these? You want to know I got this HPV?
It's like free online learning, right?
It's
It
just
took him a minute too.
it's just a comb. It's just a comb and a.
Yes, Daddy.
Take it.
This is the best.
Yeah, nothing better than this right now.
I fucking
All right,
love it, dude.
Can we pause this because of the internet shit now? Let me close some of this.
Yeah, can we
shit out
pause this
here.
before I come?
Dude, yeah. So if you're looking for quality comedy, go follow that guy. I would love to get him on the show.
Dude.
I've messaged him. I've talked to him briefly a couple times.
What
but
did
he's
he
super,
say? What did he say? Was he
Super
like-
short. I'm like, I reached out to him. I was very polite. I was like, hey, he lives in Cincinnati.
No.
He lives in Cincinnati, bro. People have seen him around. He's fucking legit. He
Dude.
goes to, like, I don't know if you ever heard of Dark Attica. He's been there before,
Really?
apparently. It's like a goth party
Yeah,
thing.
I know what it is. Oh my god, dude.
People have reported seeing him and shit. But
That's kind of now it's kind of scary.
so
Now it's like a little scary.
I mean, I wouldn't have him in my house, you know. I just Facebook call him or whatever.
Yeah.
But so he wouldn't communicate with me. So I messaged his wife. I was like, "Hey, we'd love to get you guys both to just talk about what is going on." Like, I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? I want to know.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, we'll think about it. We'll let you know." And then eventually, like, they would never respond or whatever. And then the group got a little out of control with it. And I made a fake Batman profile page on Facebook called Batsy. I forgot what it was called.
Batsy Wayne.
Batsy Wayne, and I just wore a shitty ass Batman costume with the droopy ass ears and shit. And I start writing on his page, just jokingly. And he would interact with me, and he would make these live videos, and he would like try to talk shit to me as Joker, and as I'm like just saying shit to him,
Dude.
And then people, when I was sharing that to the page, people decided to take it on themselves to make their own like Batman villains.
Do you think
on
him?
Facebook, and he figured it out, and he blocked me and everyone that I know except for these guys.
Do you think him and Bobby Hickman are like blood relatives?
Dude, I think they're the same
Dude,
person.
cousins. They're cousins.
for sure the same person. He's got a Scooby Doo mask on.
Yo, where's Bobby Hickman though? Where's he from?
I don't know. I didn't really look that far into it.
Dude, he's got 486,000 views.
What is this? Just a bunch?
This is on Scare Theater though, so
Yeah.
somebody's like put together his videos already. But his own private Facebook page, he's got like 3 likes. Can we goddamn give him the likes? I mean, that's a man that needs the likes and the
Dude.
advertising money.
Let me
And
ask
that's how
you
you
guys.
get
Why
into
the fuck-
heaven too, because he's God.
It's crazy to me, like these psychopaths, like everybody else gets famous over
Psychopaths.
them being psychopaths, and it's like, no, give them the likes and the
Yeah,
ad space
yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Like they're putting themselves out there as like complete weirdos and fucking
Yeah.
insane people.
I love cringy people, and I want to talk to them. And would you guys care if I hit Bob Hickman up? If he did like a live video with us?
Why would we ever have a problem with
what?
that?
Would you guys
What
be
are
cool with
saying?
that?
Yo, if you get
Are you
Bob
saying right now you have his
Hickman-
number?
No, not right
Fuck
now.
it.
No.
If you get him, let me know. I want to be here for that.
get him.
All right,
I
I'll message him and we'll see what
Because
happens.
I want to talk to him.
We
I want
need
to
to-
talk to him about getting into heaven.
We need to hear the word of God straight from the mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same,
dude.
what's
You know
the
what
same
I'm
size
saying?
mean?
Same
Like what
size as
in
me.
his mind, like his spirit could only enter me if his spirit was the same size as my body.
Yeah.
Like
same
that.
size.
That makes fucking sense.
Or is it dick size? Like,
It makes sense. You guys aren't seeing the light, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
God damn it.
you got to be the same
Goddamn.
size.
I need to
We
be
gotta
saved.
we need to be the same size as Bobby Hickman.
Luke, would you eat psychedelics with Bobby Hickman
Yeah.
or Jerry? Which okay?
Really? Oh,
Hold on,
yeah,
wait.
you have to pick between
which
that.
one, Jeremy Puttman or Bobby Hickman?
Absolutely.
Or
Bobby.
Banyan
Bobby
Manfredo.
Hickman, and this is my number one reason. Bob Hickman would probably bring
Bob,
me.
I like how
William
you-
Hickman.
Bobby,
You're
sorry,
like,
I
hold
was
on.
getting too comfortable.
You're like,
Mr.
hold on,
Hickman.
Robert Hickman, me and Robert.
All right, if me and Bob Hickman took some acid, this man's going to bring me on a spirit journey. One that I for sure would believe is nonsense, but I'm going to ride it out on the acid and have some fun anyways. Whereas if I took some acid with Jerry Puttman, that dude's going to knife me. that dude's going to become the Joker in
Yeah,
his
but
mind.
isn't
And
that
he's
what
like,
you're all
well,
about?
the Joker kills
Dude, he'll
people.
think
Blake.
you're Robin or some shit. Like he'll fucking murder you.
Blake.
Yeah. What?
You don't know Luke's history of like he wants to take psychedelics and watch like the most fucked up like that's his whole thing. Like he'll take like
I watch weird
a
stuff.
crazy amount of psychdelics and then watch things that
Three
make
Men, One
people's
Hammer.
brains fall
No,
apart.
I don't watch snuff on acid, you maniac. No, I
watch
watch
rape
like,
porn.
No, I watch Wham
It's
City
just
comedy.
rape porn.
Rape porn.
I watch
Jesus.
Wham City comedy.
You watch rape porn?
No.
God, dude, I fucking had you pegged for that person for sure. When you were like,
peg porn.
dude, I put milk in the toilet. And it's like, yeah, you watch rape porn, absolutely. You watch rape.
Naturally,
Dude,
psychedelic.
that was a Venn diagram. That would be a straight circle. Of people who put
Someone make
their
that a meme.
cereal in fucking toilet and watch rape porn, it would be your profile picture.
Anyone
just
listening
in the middle.
that has access to Photoshop, make that a meme for us. Make us a
Yeah,
graph.
dude, that's for
for
sure.
Luke's psychedelic experiences.
That's fucking wild, man.
That's so fucking funny.
Or send us some wild stuff you watch on psychedelics.
You didn't finish though. What was your whole reason for Bob Hickman? He's gonna bring you through a spiritual
Bring me
journey.
through a spiritual journey. Yeah, and Jeremy Puttman would try to hurt me. I honestly think
dude.
that.
I feel
Absolutely.
like
That's not even a
if you're
fucking question.
tripping and he talks about the same size thing, I feel like it's going to change your whole life.
Well,
Like,
Dude, it's changed my
I'm
life.
enlightened.
I'm not even high, and it's changed my life.
I can confidently say, like, I don't do psychedelics with other people. Like, I'll do mushrooms with other people.
You're
but
such
I
a
won't do
psychopath.
acid with other people. I just won't. Because,
Why?
Because I won't risk the trigger of a bad trip. If it's just me by myself, then I'm in control of the environment in the area I'm in.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
But still, I feel like I need to be with another person. I haven't done it in
On
so
mushrooms,
long.
for sure.
It's been
No
so
problem.
many years since I've done psychedelics.
I'll
but-
eat a fat bag
too.
of mushrooms and hang out with you all day. I don't care.
When was the last
but
time?
That's just different.
When was the last time you did you
Did
you ever
mushrooms?
get
I
into
was
that shit?
20. Oh, I loved it. Mushrooms is my favorite drug. 24.
Why'd you stop doing that? Was it like everything else that you were talking about? Like, I gotta get away from it.
It's just like those are just harder to come by. You know what I mean? It's just like I think I would do that again. No, the last thing I tripped
want
on
to?
was acid.
I could get
last
mushrooms
thing I-
for you right now. If you
The
want.
last thing I did was acid. That was the last
Allegedly,
thing I
I'm
did.
kidding. Jesus.
last
What am
thing
I
I-
saying right now?
I did acid like 3 years ago, and it was fun. It was very fun. It was the first time I did acid. I always did mushrooms.
Everybody
it was-
says that acid's way better. Is that
Because it is.
No, I think you can have an easier bad trip on mushrooms, but dude, mushrooms are fucking. I think it's way better when it's like when you have a good trip. It's way better than acid, personally.
I mean, I've had some death trips on mushrooms, but I've also had some of the greatest times of my life just laughing my
Yeah, me
balls
too,
off.
dude. Me
like you
too.
eat some mushrooms like way too late. You had a couple drinks. You didn't even.
Yes.
All the anxiety of doing drugs is gone. Like, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
throw mushrooms down my big stupid alcoholic head.
Yeah.
And then like the alcohol's gone. I'm like, I don't even want to drink anymore. And
Yeah.
then you're outside.
I never want to drink
just
again. I want to
laughing.
be in nature. I want to fucking lay in the grass and
What
listen.
about haunted shit?
And I love haunted stuff.
Dude,
On
let me pull
mushrooms?
something out for you right now. I want to do a bastard haunted trip.
Yeah,
What
dude.
the fuck
absolutely.
did you just pull out?
What?
Dude,
Who
me and-
are you,
I've
Patrick?
never even seen this.
What
Dude,
kind
I've
of
been doing this for
person
2
are
years,
you?
and you
Dude.
have an unfoldable roadmap of haunted
This
places.
is every haunted place.
Dude, I love
in
murder.
Ohio.
I love murder, and I love haunted stuff. This is my favorite thing in the world. Yes, my girlfriend and I want to do a haunted trip as well, and that's crazy. You have a fucking roadmap of it. I thought it was gonna be that Jeremy guy's dick. You were gonna fold it out. It was gonna be a fucking big old picture of his cock, but and it's all painted purple and shit.
Do you believe in the supernatural?
Got
I don't know if
snake
I
bites.
believe in it, but I fucking love stuff. I love going to murder places. I mean, I did a show in date. Dude, this is kind of fucked up.
You
but
love
I
going
did,
to murder place. I love coming back to the scene of the crime. I love it. Just
No,
come
but
over
I
there
like.
and
But
masturbate
I
at 3 in the morning.
Here's the fucking weird thing. Like, I had a show in Dayton like a couple days after that shooting, and like going by that, I was like so enamored by being at the place where that just happened. Like, it was like such a weird.
You pronounced erect the wrong way.
No, but it is like such a weird, like, because like to see it and be like, oh, he came through this way, and it's like, I don't know, dude, it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
pretty surreal.
It's like, yeah, it's
you know?
super
You
surreal
feel
'cause-
vibes, man.
But you're also like, I'm here all the time. Like, it's just so weird that you could like just be up there and like that dude just comes out of the alley and just starts fucking popping off. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
I like to
dude.
think when I'm in those places that I'm actually channeling the spirits of the dead to make my dick harder when I'm fucking. I think that-
Wait, are you fucking in those places?
No,
For
like
sure, yeah,
he gets a
that's the
hotel in
only
the
reason I'm
area.
Yeah, I go to like mass shooting sites and I fuck. That's
Yeah.
pretty
That's
much
what
it.
they did.
Yeah. I use
It's not weird unless you make it weird.
I use their incel energy, and it makes me come twice as hard. It's
Yeah.
fucking cool, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not talking about
I have all
live
their
their
women.
support.
stored up. I have all their stored up ghost cum, and I just
Yeah.
spit it out my dick.
That is fun.
I'm not talking about live women. I'm talking about Sarah. You know, my blow up doll girlfriend. I mean, not my live.
Last summer,
Oh my
he had
God.
sex in the tube slide at the Sandy Hook playground.
At the Sandy Hook playground.
Yeah, I mean, well, some people call it the Sandy Hook playground.
Did you ever talk about this? In
I
the
call
show?
I call it the fuck slide.
I
That's
call it
what
the I call it the gun grab playground. I call it the false flag playground. No,
That's where they make the frogs gay.
It'd be really funny if I revealed that I was just a psychopath, like 2 hours into this shit.
And it's like,
Yeah,
that's not real.
2 hours, it's not real, guys, right? We all believe that.
Yeah, you don't believe all those kids died, dude.
Yeah,
Those
no,
parents
dude,
are obviously
no.
lying
Right,
with
it's
their
bullshit,
tears.
right? Am I right, guys?
Gang? Anyways, Bob Hickman, he's Jesus.
Holy shit.
But I mean, haunted bastard trip. I mean,
Dude,
that'd be fucking
that
dope.
would be the best.
Yeah,
That'd
but
be awesome.
do you guys really believe in haunting shit?
No,
not even
Let me
a
just
little
say
bit.
this: I've had a lot of
What
weird
are we,
shit.
Rand Barnacle? We're gonna believe in the devil and hauntings?
Yeah, I mean, he's a fucking idiot. I think there's other dimensions, right? There could be that.
You never had anything
Why are you
creepy
so
happen?
confident about that? You just said that like you were fucking Stephen Hawking. Like, for sure, there's.
He could be. You don't know him.
I've done all the research. I know.
Yeah, Jim. Him before the whatever happened to him. Before he got fucked up.
What was it again?
I don't know. He was the whatever degenerative disease he had.
Turns out cheese is
being a
the
cuck.
secret.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's why he got all fucked up, dude. He was such a cuck that
He watched his wife get fucked until
Yeah,
he
and
became
then
paralyzed.
I like that.
No, stamp.
Oh, we're going to hell.
No, for sure.
man.
I don't give a fuck.
You think he came too hard that he had a stroke in the middle of watching his wife get fucked by a big black guy? You think that's what happened?
Yeah.
Big black guy was
Yeah.
just railing his wife. He was like,
Absolutely.
oh,
Put her in
I'm
a
about to
wheelchair as
come."
him.
That's absolutely what I think.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine like having to try to clean that mess up though? Like him dying. Like we got to fix the setting. He can't be found dead in this situation.
God damn.
How would you fix it? What do you mean?
Well, Jamal, you're gonna have to leave the room. We're gonna have to clean this
Why is
area.
his name Jamal Luke? Luke's a racist.
Also, you
Luke's
don't.
a racist.
You don't have to be cucked. It doesn't have to be a black guy. Just originally,
I thought that's what he had said.
it was a black. It was a black guy.
Isn't that
It was
such a-
in the sex thing. It was a
I
black
don't come
dude.
as hard when it's not a black guy, though.
Well, okay, yeah. I mean,
I hate to.
but you're also at a mass shooting thing. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, you don't have
Get a
to
cuckold at the mass shooting
you
site.
get
I'm at the
cucked
Sandy
out
Hook. You're right. I'm at the
cucked
Sandy
out
Hook.
in that movie theater in Aurora
Get cucked in that slide, Cody.
by Jeremy the Joker, whatever his name.
Puttman.
Yeah, Puttman, dude.
Oh shit.
The Joker, baby.
Yeah, he's like the fucking word. He's like the guy from the B-52s doing a fucking Joker.
Yeah.
Man. I'm the Joker, baby. Like it's like such a fucking. If you see a painted sign, it's for Harley. I don't know. It's like fucking so bad. It's not
I'll be
even-
back.
So fucking weird. Fuck, what was I about to just say? I was gonna say something about the ghost shit again.
So you want to do a bastard trip by
Yeah,
yourself?
I would
by
lo-
yourself?
No, with all of us.
Oh,
Dude,
well,
it's
You
really?
wanna-
such
you
a-
should go too.
I will go. If you guys do a haunted trip, dude, I will absolutely go. I
got-
fucking think it's so cool.
I got a ghost guy.
Yeah, what do
You
you,
gotta
mean?
go. I
gotta-
You have a
Dude,
ghost
I almost
guy,
fucking
Patrick.
started. I almost worked for the haunted Cincinnati tour thing.
What do you mean? What is that?
Like the tour. There's a tour. There's a haunted Cincinnati tour.
what the fuck's haunted in Cincinnati?
I don't. Lots of stuff, man.
Bobby Mackey's.
Yeah.
Dude, I read up on that shit the other day. Do you know what the fuck that is?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that is, Luke? Bobby Mackey's is one of the most haunted places in like the fucking world, apparently, and
yes.
it's like in northern Kentucky.
Yeah.
It's this bar that was owned by like some country singer back in like 1978. I'm gonna try to remember this the best I can, but the reason it's like so haunted is like there used to be a slaughterhouse there or some shit,
Yeah.
and they slaughtered all kinds of different animals and shit, and it was like 2-mile radius where there's factories and whatnot. And then some other girl got murdered there, and then there was some woman that wanted an abortion, but she didn't get one for some reason, so her boyfriend and some other guy decided to do the abortion at home, and it ended up killing her or some shit. And he was getting like executed, and he said, "I'm gonna haunt this place forever." So that shit happened. Some other country, someone else owned the fucking Bobby Mackey's.
Yeah.
And then,
dude, it's fucking wild. I've never been there. I want to go.
Dude, I would love to go to that place.
I love anything haunted related. I will go anywhere a serial killer's been. I think that's pretty cool too.
Pat went to a haunted KKK forum one time.
Oh yeah, that was it. When I was ghost hunting. I was ghost hunting, dude.
Bunch of spooky ghosts.
Ooh. What are they doing?
Oh my spooky crosses. This is a real story.
Man.
Yeah,
actually.
it really did. That really did happen.
But
But so I was going ghost hunting actually with a couple of friends. Micah Meeks, he's been on the show. I gotta fucking hit that guy up and do this again. But we went over in like these sewers. It was called the Devil's.
Sorry.
It was called like the Devil's Hollow or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's like 30 feet deep worth of sewers and shit. And we went in there and we climbed in this. It's actually not dirty, believe it or not. There's a lot of graffiti, but it's creepy as fuck walking down these endless dark tunnels. It was like walking in like the Chamber of Secrets. Or some shit. There was a basilisk that was going to come and chase you down.
Yeah, like some it shit.
Some itch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've had some weird shit like that happen too. Let me get into it. So
Like
basically,
it?
well, no, I went into like a tunnel. Like I actually have a picture on my Facebook of the tunnel we would go through. It was right when it came out, and people were leaving balloons, red balloons, in all the tunnels.
Shit.
That was it. That's all the story is. It was still like stupid as fuck when that clown phase was going on, where people were getting chased by
that
clowns.
was dope. I mean, it wasn't dope, but it was like, it was fun. That was like a fun thing. Like,
So
like,
weird.
Oh man, there's gonna be like, I'm gonna fight a clown today.
But yeah, I went to this. So I was going ghost hunting for a little bit, and we went. It was like 4 in the fucking morning at this point. We drove through a fucking creek. This guy Micah, he doesn't give a single fuck about his cool car. He's got a really nice car, and he drives through a rocky ass creek with his car, like with the tires, regular tires, with rocky ass creek bed with like no water in it. Like he just drove through this shit, and we ended up under this tunnel that was like by this ranch, and it had 3 Ks on the top of it, and that's it. Like that's all it was. But we sat in this tunnel, and it was like a long brick tunnel, and it was, I would say it was about the length of a football field, probably as long as my backyard for reference. If you so we were in there, and we just sat there in the silence, and I don't know what it is, man. Like, I feel vibes. I'm not saying I believe in supernatural. I've had weird shit happen to me that I can't explain.
Yeah.
Whether it was night terrors or what, I've talked about on the show. But when I went there, it was so fucking eerie, man. Like, this did not feel right. I felt like anything was going to swoop me out of this fucking car.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just our natural, like, instinct for
no,
human.
right.
No,
you
I know
feel-
exactly what you're talking about because I had a similar experience when I was inside of the Sandy Hook fuck slide. And
Did that really happen?
yeah, it really
Did you
happened.
talk about it in the podcast and I was just too high to remember?
Yeah, Pat. Yeah, it's a real story.
You know, this happens to me all the time on the show where I'm like, wait a minute,
Well,
did
I
that
say
really
something
happen?
absolutely
I don't
goddamn
remember if we
ridiculous.
talked about
I'd be
it.
like, seriously, dude?
Yo,
That
so
really
you
happened?
had you see the
No.
shadow people or some shit in your night terrors? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
guess.
That happens to a lot of people. You know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah,
shadow,
definitely.
The
I've
shadow
had
people or whatever?
Well, I've had like a lot of interesting, weird things that I would say that creep me the fuck out.
There's that. Have you watched that documentary on Netflix called The Nightmare or whatever?
No.
It's about that. It's about the night terrors that people are like paralyzed or whatever. And like
Wait, is it
how-
Netflix original?
It's just on Netflix.
Gotcha.
It's
I
called,
get
like-
that sometimes.
Yeah, where you're paralyzed and you're awake but you're not.
Petrified, dude.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
happen the way
yeah.
that everybody says that it happens.
But
Like they're always talking about demons.
Yeah,
like,
some people
hold you down
see-
a hallucination.
That's
I don't
fucking
see that
ridiculous.
ever.
Some people see shadow people or whatever, and that's what I thought you were talking about.
I mean, I've definitely seen like, I feel like I have seen something like that, but I could have just been like in the middle of a fucking deep sleep and I
But
just
it could
woke
be
up,
like where
whatever,
you're still in
and
REM. You're still in REM, but you're like awake.
I still
You
don't know
what I
if
mean?
it really happened, whatever. I wouldn't say it's something that's proof that something weird's out there. It's just like,
Yeah.
that was freaky as fuck. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it was. But I watch a lot of Ghost Adventures right now, and it's so stupid, dude.
Dude, that guy sucks.
He is the biggest douchebag ever.
Dude,
Zach
he's-
Baggins?
Yeah, Zach. Did you watch his fucking movie? It's really.
got a movie?
There's
What
a
the fuck are you
movie
talking
on
about?
Amazon, dude, or it's on Hulu or something.
What is the movie?
Ah, fuck, I can't remember what it's
What's
called.
it? What's it about?
It's a. What do you think it's a fucking
Bad
about?
acting and not real
He's-
ghosts.
He sits in
It's
like
about
a,
Hitler.
He sits in. Yeah, it's a weird. He does this Ken
What?
Burns shit. It's about Sandy Hook, but it's Ken Burns. It's like
It's kind of like the Ken Burns Vietnam one
but
that
it's
you saw,
Sandy
but
Hook.
instead
But it's
of
all Sandy Hook.
just 22 hours of kids dying.
Yeah,
That's
kids
what it
dying,
is.
and then the whole
real
gun grab
strange.
thing. Yeah, that's what it's about.
Okay.
It's about how it's gonna be haunted. It's about how it's gonna be haunted about 15 years.
By a bunch of
Once the
kids.
ghosts start really getting upset that no one's coming to visit anymore.
No, Zach Baggins has it's a movie. It's about like this house he bought, and he like, it's Demon House. That's what it might be called. It's called Demon House. Yeah, that's exactly what it's called.
He's like the main. Is he directing it too?
Yeah, it's
Oh, got a
it's just
solid-
91% like this shit.
Solid 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. And that's phenomenal.
5.0.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Fuck Rotten Tomatoes. They put a 0% on Dave Chappelle's new special.
It was
Fuck
good.
those cunts. They let 5 people review it, and then they closed it
Yeah.
off, and then they let everybody. This is Rogan said it already. I hate to rehash what Rogan said, but it's important to note. Then they fucking left it open for everybody to comment on. 98% approved. Fresh.
And then you know what's funny
Fuck
is
Rotten
that
Tomatoes.
not
but
that
I'm
I
sure
want
this
to
movie's garbage. I'm sure this is probably
not that I
pretty spot
want
on.
to shit on that lady, but Nanette was the opposite. All the critics scores were like crazy, and then the audience was like 30%. It was like, you know what I mean?
It just wasn't a comedy special.
It was fun.
a TED Talk.
It was like
a
it
TED
was
Talk.
When I watched it the first time, I was like, I don't really like this, and then I watched it again, and I was like, yeah, I really don't like this.
You know why you didn't like it? Because it wasn't a comedy special.
But it's like, but it was also like, whatever. It's not even. I don't fucking have a feeling away. You know what I mean? If I don't like something, it's like, all right, I don't need to fucking rail against this chick. Good for her. She fucking got famous off of that. Like off of fucking just talking about fucked up how her life is. You know what I mean? It's
So
like,
I felt about it when we were doing the show, because like it came out while we were doing this show, and everybody's like, "Oh, you guys talk crazy shit. Like we're gonna have an opinion about it." And I was like, I didn't
why?
care.
Who gives a
Whatever.
fuck?
She's doing her thing.
who
Like I don't
gives a
care.
shit, dude?
Like turn it off if you don't like it. The same way that I
Yeah.
feel about offensive comedy. I'm like, you don't like it, turn it off.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna watch the whole thing and be pissed
For me to
off?
sit here and
Yeah.
shit on Hannah Gatsby is just like the same thing that people do to comedians that other people think are offensive that I love, and I'm just like, why would I do the exact same thing in the opposite direction?
It's like people watching Jesselneck and being like, this is terrible. It's like, yeah, it's supposed to be bad.
That's
It's
the
supposed to be
point.
mean.
That's
Yeah,
not.
it's like-
He doesn't really mean that.
Yeah, the
It's a
jokes are
joke.
great. It's just they're about terrible shit. Like,
I'm sorry to derail this, but
no,
Demon House.
Yeah, Demon House, dog. It's fucking bad. It's so bad.
Paranormal investigator Zach Baggins documents the most authenticated case of possession in American history of this edge-of-your-seat demonic thrill ride. Yeah, okay,
Hold
Zach.
on. IndieStar.com looks like they're calling him out. It says Zach Baggins, host and producer of Ghost
Well, he
Adventures.
makes it seem
He
like
bought the house that the film
He
was,
bought it,
and
yeah.
then he demolishes it after the film was made.
Yeah.
Wow, Zach.
Because
Wow,
it's
good
too-
move, Zach.
because
It's a
it's too
publicity
haunted.
stunt.
Well, like the thing is like I watched this show. It's total fucking bullshit, you know. But it still creeps me the fuck out for some reason. I'm in my house at night. And I'm like, I gotta go to bed real quick. You ever barrel crawl up the stairs?
Yeah,
everyone
absolutely.
fucking does that.
Of course you do, Patrick, the big cheese Seta.
Well, not all of us have
scared of
stairs,
ghosts.
Patrick. You fucking rich piece of shit. God damn.
The
dude.
neighbors were probably confused.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, it's in Gary, Indiana.
Blake has to cook his waffles on the same iron that he uses to
You think I have
to
waffles?
flatten out his
You think I
goddamn
have
behemoth
waffles?
shirt.
Whoa, guys, what's this turned into?
It's turned into.
He doesn't even like behemoth. This
Yeah,
is
I
his
don't.
only shirt.
This
It
is
was
all
a
I can
free
afford.
shirt.
He went to Spencer's Gifts one time, shirtless. And they were like, "We feel bad for you.
Here, have this. It's clearance.
We like to help the local homeless community out."
But there's times where like Zach goes and the Ghost Adventures goes to like Romania or some shit.
Yeah.
And they'll try to talk to these ancient ghosts, quote unquote, in English.
Yeah,
And then it's like they'll answer back in English. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Nice.
dude.
Stupid as fuck.
Zach
I can't stop
Baggins,
watching
man.
it though. I love
That
bad
guy
TV.
fucking loves Avenged Sevenfold for sure.
Dude, he looks
You
like he's
almost
a
had a
singer
ta-
of Jimmy Eats
Hold
World.
on a minute. Hold on a minute. Before we turn the mics on, you were telling us how you almost got a Avenged Sevenfold tattoo on your
Yeah,
chest.
but I'm saying he loves them now. Like he loves
Fair.
them now.
Still
He's
loves.
like, yeah, he fucking is just like, dude.
Dude,
Avenged
this is
Sevenfold.
just as good as when it was released, man. 15 years ago.
These guys fuck.
Fuck yeah.
For you, you're like, yeah, 10th grade was a hell of a year.
He's got,
but
like-
yeah, as a 35-year-old, I don't know that
He's got those like metal ball necklaces. You know what I'm talking
Dude,
about?
he's got shitty
Yeah.
ass like cross tattoos all over him. And
Yeah, and
he's
he's
got
got
wah balls.
and he's always got like
the puffiest pants.
Ed Hardy fucking shit on. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
And then he like when he's like doing like
Affliction, that's what.
Yeah,
it is.
he's like that kind of guy. He wears Affliction and tap out kind of shit with puffy pants, and he has
Oakley
his hair really
sunglasses.
spiked.
Dude, it's like that. It's like Static X spiked. It's like that. Like level.
It's so funny too because when you watch him, he's really like protective towards women. So if there's a woman that's being haunted, like their house is being haunted, he's like, Ghost, fight me now, Ghost. You want to bother her? Then pick on someone your own size. And then he's like super buff and he's like flexing. He'll take off his shirt sometimes. What the fuck, dude? You're crazy.
Dude, that show would give me a fucking headache.
I can't stop watching it. It's so much fun. I love bad TV
because you hate women.
Well,
obviously.
Duh.
Well, yeah, we all hate women, but like, let's not just beat a dead woman to death. Anyway,
a dead woman.
Again.
Dead woman.
That's the expression, right?
Yeah. Don't beat a dead
horse,
woman to
whatever.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's not whore. That's not what you said.
Yeah.
Beat a dead whore.
Let's not beat a dead whore on this one.
God damn.
These feel like borderline dad jokes. Why are you laughing at? Come on, man.
Sorry. I mean,
you gotta shit on me.
We are
make
2+ hours into this fucking podcast. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh at the puns.
Let's get into some weird fucked up shit though.
Yeah,
You wanna
absolutely.
do that?
Yes.
You ever heard about someone getting so mad at a video game that they decapitate their hand with a chainsaw?
This is Luke's story. Luke, you found this.
No, I didn't.
I found this.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I found this bitch. Let me pull it up. Hold on. All right, the title is Boy Decapitates Himself with a Chainsaw After Losing a Computer Game as Police Probe Incitement to Suicide. He's 15 fucking years old.
If you commit suicide with a chainsaw, you're very committed. My dad shot himself with a gun and in the chest too. So it's like, somebody please come find me. Somebody come find me. We didn't. He died. But like, it seemed non-committal on Dad's part.
Probably
it was
was
like,
playing violent video
I'm
games.
here. I'm dying. This kid decapitates himself with a chainsaw. That's balls, kid. You got way more balls than my faggot dad.
Dude,
I would never call
my
anybody
bad.
a faggot ever other than my own dead dad, okay? That's
Listen,
the only
I've tried-
reason that I'd ever use the F
The
word
fuck?
like that.
Why do people? I mean, this is actually not uncommon. People have committed suicide quite a lot. It seems recently, if you read about it, with chainsaws, and it's really fucked
Dude,
up.
that's fucking.
There's
that's
a string of people
crazy-
committing suicides like
with
this?
chainsaw. Yeah, there was some guy, I read about it recently. There was some guy that his wife, he found out his wife of 7 years was cheating on him, and so to get back at him, he took a chainsaw and ran into it in his neck.
Oh, what a fuck! You
What
showed.
the
You
fuck?
showed her.
Yeah, good job.
yeah, dude.
So a teenage boy beheaded himself with a chainsaw after losing a computer game. It was probably what? Call
That's
of Duty or some
balls,
shit?
kid. That's
Starcraft.
real commitment. If you're gonna kill yourself, do it with a chainsaw.
Dude, I've tried to kill myself 5 times. It never even fucking occurred to me to try to get a chainsaw.
Same.
That's
yeah.
gonna do the job.
Crazy. Yeah.
I tried drugs. I tried jumping out of windows. All kinds
Drugs.
of shit.
It was always drugs with me, but I was too good at drugs, so kept beating it.
Okay.
Man, these fucking Russians.
So this kid, 15 years old, walked into a garden of his home after becoming frustrated with a game and took his own life. I want to know what the fucking game was. It was Spyro or something. Police have
fucking
now
Fortnite, probably.
Yeah, something. Police have now launched a criminal investigation looking at the incident, incitement of suicide. His body was found in the village. There's pictures of him, so that way you get a good idea of what he looks like
nice
when he
hot
chops
kid.
his-
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe such a hot kid
Yeah.
lost his life.
I mean,
so
come
Chopped
on,
his
you're
head
a
off,
young
bro.
and hot.
Russian media cited local sources saying that he was addicted to his computer his mother had bought for him. It was unclear what game he was playing. Bullshit, you know what game it
Unclear?
was. You know what game it was. This is what killed him, she was quoted as saying. He spent hours at a time.
She's Russian. Fucking
Yeah, let's
get
make
it right.
fun of the mom of the
I'm not
dead
gonna-
kid.
My fucking
This song-
He spent hours at his computer, and his nerves gave in after a game, she claimed.
Okay, hold on. You gotta have nerves of steel to start a chainsaw first and foremost. Because the
Yeah.
first 3 strokes of that fucking thing are brrr, and it doesn't start. Brrr. It's still not going.
And
Brrr, and then
the
it
whole
finally
time
goes.
they're like,
you
is
gotta-
this still a good idea?
Can we Snopes this fucking article, dude?
This is full
Yeah,
of shit.
I don't
Snopes
know.
it,
It
dude.
could be true.
Snopes it, bitch.
Snopes it, Cody. Let's prove
Snopes
it
it.
once and for all. Watch this shit be real. This
Let's
is some
give the
psycho
mouse to the
shit.
drunkest man in the podcast. And
Go, Cody, go.
get after it,
Snopes
Cody.
it.
Try not to double type anything.
Dude, I mean,
right?
I've been pissed off at video games where I'm like, I
gotta kill myself.
No, not you. Definitely fucking not. But like, where you just like kind of like bite yourself or some shit. You ever done that? Where you're just like, man, this game's pissing me the fuck off, dude. And you just don't want to scream or whatever.
Nah, I scream. I don't hurt myself.
I'm not saying I bleed, but I don't do that anymore. That was like as a kid thing. When you get frustrated playing a game, I'm sure there's people out there that are listening can relate. You get fucking mad and throw your controller or some
It's
shit.
on Fox News. You can say all you want about Fox News, but they're not going to air a story if it's not like somewhat based in legitimacy.
I mean, at least a story like this.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? This has nothing to do with...
It doesn't say like Trump's the best president ever.
Yeah, right, yeah.
It might say it in the first quote, though.
Trump is the best president ever. Also in
Also,
Russia, this boy killed himself.
Over Hillary potentially becoming the next candidate for the Democratic Party.
That's funny.
Also,
see what happens when you give
this whole
women
thing,
equal rights.
This thing ends with it's like Hillary Clinton is implicated in killing the... that's how it is,
We
dude.
heard Bill Clinton was involved in Jeffrey Epstein's child fucking conspiracy.
Bill Clinton was
this
asked
kid-
to go
it's
look
a
at beheaded kid.
He knew something about Epstein. That's why he's dead, dude.
For sure.
This is
Suicide.
Seth Rich's
Have we-
child.
How much do you know about this Jeffrey Epstein situation?
I mean, I know quite a bit.
What? Okay.
How on the inside?
If you
Well, I
want.
mean,
Blake
about
Hammond from
Well, I know that he
Cincinnati.
had cool kids to fuck, but that's
Well,
all I know. I mean, he
as
was
a
a good friend of mine.
Blake, as a Cincinnati comedian and Skyline cook, I'm sure that you know a lot about a multi-trillionaire private jet.
You fucking cunt.
I'm sorry.
That's funny as
You're
fuck.
very inside.
No, but no, I did like go on and just like a rabbit hole of Epstein shit when it happened because it's like, yeah, clearly he didn't fucking kill
Did you
himself.
listen to Dan Carlin's thing on him?
No,
Dan
I
Carlin
listen
had
to
an
Time
episode about
Suck.
it?
He does a time suck.
Yeah,
every
right.
week about. Sorry, you were going.
No, it's okay. It was just like about like, you know, how they think he's murdered, but then they also replaced the body with somebody else, so he's probably still alive somewhere, and they just got him out of prison. It's fucking wild, dude. It's crazy.
So wait, you're saying that there's a conspiracy that's saying that Jeff Epstein's still alive?
Is Epstein
there's
or
two.
Epstein?
There's two. There's one that's that he's murdered. That obviously he was murdered by whoever. But then there's another one where they replaced his body with somebody else, like Hitler style, and then fucking got his ass out of there.
I like to think that it's something in between
fuck?
where like he actually did die, but it was like autoerotic asphyxiation. Like he was really
He's jacking
trying
off.
to get that last
Yeah.
kid nut out. Like, you gotta beat off before all the fucking I lose all the 14-year-old boy pictures in my head. Oh.
Fucked up, dude. What the fuck?
No, I think it's. I mean, it's possible he's still alive. That's like, I think it's a possibility.
That's so fucked up that shit could maybe happen.
He was the friends with
What kind of
fucking
Lex
everybody.
Luthor supervillain is Jeffrey Epstein to still be alive right now after
Dude,
all
I mean,
this?
he lived on a pedophile island. They could get him
Pedophile
somewhere.
out.
This does seem crazy, but all the Nazis...
Fox.
a lot of the-
Pedophile.
But seriously, a lot of the Nazis after the war, they
Yeah.
even think Hitler still kept, because what you're talking about, they don't have like the little remnants of Hitler because they said that he was burned after him and Eva Braun shot themselves in the head. Like the little remnants that they have left, they're like, this matches up with a female.
Yeah, dude.
And not like Eva Braun, which they have like a full skeleton of.
Yeah.
Like this matches up with a different female. They're like,
Are
hold
you
on a minute.
saying-
The dental records don't match up because they have Hitler's dental records. And then Josef Mengele, the angel of death.
Yeah.
You know how Josef Mengele, the guy that sewed together twins and like
Yeah.
transplanted
What?
eyes, you know how
Never
he
heard of
died?
this.
Everybody
You need
hopes
to- you
that
need to open your
everybody
eyes to
hopes,
Nazis.
Everybody hopes that guy was like fucked to death for the rest of forever in
No.
hell. Nope, he lived to be like 88 years old
Yeah,
in
dude.
Brazil or something.
Yeah, chill on the beach.
Or Venezuela, whatever.
That
it was.
dude
sorry,
should
I'm
have
so-
suffered a miserable
And they started
death.
a whole new Nazi community. This
But-
is even crazier. There's a whole piece of South America where they only speak German. There's only blonde-haired, blue-eyed people speaking just German, not
Yeah.
English, not anything else. It's all just German. And it's like, where'd this come from? And they're like, oh, it's just... it's a crazy immigrant culture, and it's like, no, you're the kids
Yeah.
of Nazis that came over after World
Yeah.
War II ended, and it's like this shit seems so crazy, but then you say that Jeffrey Epstein shit, and to me it's like, oh, that's crazy, but then I'm like, wait a second,
Yeah,
this
it
shit
already
happened.
happened. It already happened.
It happened for sure. It could happen again.
And we took a lot of them and made them scientists or whatever. Or they didn't make them.
Paperclip.
We took all their scientists.
I've
Yeah.
heard
of Ron
but,
Braun.
But what I was going to say is Angel of Death did make a pretty cool Slayer song. So
one of the best Slayer songs of all time
yeah,
ever.
dude, absolutely. So
my favorite Angel of Death. But until like I played at work and everybody's like, "Are you a Nazi?" And I'm like, "No,
no, it's just a
minute.
fucking cool song, dude. God damn."
I must have grown up under a rock because I've never heard of this guy.
Dude, what are you doing? You're
I don't know.
watching too much fucking Zach Baggins.
The Nazis had a magic department and everything, man.
A magic department?
They had a fucking UFO department.
Yeah.
Dude,
I know that Russia.
There was a
tried
department
to...
that sewed sigils into their uniforms.
Look, this motherfucker died in 1979. This man, the war ended in 45. He got to live for 24 years after the fucking war
Look at
ended.
that ugly fuck.
Look at
That
that
piece
fucking
of
bag
shit.
of dog shit. He was born in he died at 67. He should have died at 1 year old. Somebody should have just stomped his little baby brains into death.
Yep.
He was a goddamn. He was one of the. He wasn't an architect of the Holocaust, but he was like the doctor that when they went into Auschwitz, he would like pick out twins specifically, and he'd be like, "You're gonna be."
I've heard of this guy.
He would
then, yeah.
experiment on people. He'd
He's
freeze
a
their
fucking
blood while they're
psycho.
still alive. And
But
try
like none of them like what's crazy is I'm sure he was trying to like verify like this is my studies with like this paperwork, but when you like just put like explain to someone like Patrick who doesn't know what he did, like exactly what this guy did to these people, none of it makes any like
No, it's
scientific
all just-
fucking proof. It's like a madman who had the utensils at his command was like, I'm gonna just do this and see what happens.
Some Wolfenstein
And that's what he
shit.
did.
Yeah, no, it is.
Seriously.
That's all,
I bet
it's all
that's
based
what
on.
those
That's what it's
scientists are based
based on.
off
Yeah,
of.
but also, I mean, some of the like last survivors of Auschwitz and all those places talk about how like some of them, like he would some days he'd walk in and give them candy and be very very nice to them, and nothing happened to some
Real
of them.
sociopathic
Not
behavior.
one of the ladies. She's still alive
Like the
today.
people he took.
Yeah, the
They would
people that
never
he
do
chose,
anything with him?
and he never did anything to them. He took their blood or whatever. Didn't fuck with them. And then one of them was still alive. She's probably dead now, but she was still alive, like 10 years ago, 5 years ago. What the fuck? Yeah, and she was just talking about, he was super nice to
World
me.
War
and then-
II science.
And I
shit
see what
is
you're saying,
freaky.
Blake. Not all Nazis.
No, I get what you're saying, dude. Yeah, some Nazis are cool. I understand.
Yeah, a couple of them are okay. I mean, just every once in a while.
That's funny as fuck.
All right, we lost all audio for all this, so. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, let's keep talking without the headphones on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
So-
turn the headphones off.
So Russia, I remember at that particular time, Russia was trying to mix like chimps and people by making them fuck each other. Did you ever hear about that shit?
AIDS?
No.
AIDS? Yeah, maybe that's where it came from. But no, they tried to make these like ape men. I remember there was like some crazy fucking documentaries based on the
Wow.
whole thing. If you look it up, I swear to God, it's
I
No,
would
I
love
believe
to
you.
look that up.
But
That sounds
they would
wild.
have like women.
That sounds fucking
fuck
dumb.
male apes and vice versa, or make them ejaculate.
It sounds like he'd watch that on
It
acid.
sounds
Yeah,
like
he watched
these
that shit on
monkeys would
acid.
fucking kill them before they would ever have sex with them.
It's just so fucked up. I don't understand. Like the experiments they did in that time are so fucking crazy, especially now. I don't know how they made them logical back in those times. That just blows my
fucking
mind
Christ.
for sure. But yeah. Anyways, we're at like an hour. If you want to just call it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
been
can
a
just
good
do that,
episode.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, one thing that I wanted to say, it actually came out that Josef Mengele really liked to watch his wife get fucked by a succession of Jews.
What?
And
Yeah,
no,
dude.
it's real facts. He liked to watch his wife get power fucked, 2 dicks in each hole. I mean, that was Josef Mengele's idea, and it might have been why he hated the Jews so much, because like he would get power fucked in each hole.
I want to make
Him and his wife,
Man,
2 dicks in each hole by Jews and blacks and
cock.
gypsies, everything that
I
the
was-
Nazis hated, and that's why he went so hard against
I
that.
can't say it. It's a slur.
Wait, what?
I have a pun about.
Whisper it to me, and I'll say it for you.
Okay.
Wow, we can all hear you on the
Yeah, he
headset.
said that he's a kikehold.
Because it was the Jews. That's a great joke. But
You know why I'm not
Wow,
afraid
you
of
piece
saying
of
it?
shit.
Because I'm not
love
racist or I don't.
Yeah, but it's
How
also,
dare
you're
you
also
call
not
this
a
horrible
comedian.
human
That's
being that?
somebody.
That's
so if
fair.
anything good happened to me and they go back and look at the 2.5 hours, and
He
they're like,
said Keiko.
Blake
Yeah,
Hammond
right.
definitely didn't tell me to say kikehold.
I wrote it.
Dude, Blake, seriously, thank you so
Yeah.
much
Yeah,
for
dude,
coming
Right,
on the
this
man.
is
Master
great.
Sermon.
You guys are awesome.
You're
Good
fucking
fucking time.
great, man. I can't, everybody
Truly.
that's listening to the podcast that made it this far, please, God, go and see Blake Hammond. Go see all the comedians that we've had on before. Blake, are you at any dates coming up that you can plug right now?
Well, fuck, it's not coming out. It's not coming out till next week.
Sunday this week.
Shit. December 12th. There's a big show at Go Bananas, December 12th, and I think I'm headlining it.
That's so far out.
Nice.
How about you just come back on and promote that
That's
closer?
true.
to
Come back on, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
dude,
fine.
please
Yeah,
come
that would be
back on.
awesome.
We'd
Yeah.
love to have you
Okay.
back.
Yeah,
Fuck
dude,
yeah.
for sure.
This would be fantastic.
Fuck yeah, this is great, man. You guys are awesome.
December
Thanks for
12th,
coming
though,
on,
go
man.
and see him over at Go Bananas. I mean,
Yeah.
just look up his tour dates.
Yeah.
Follow him, and goddamn, get him some people that on his back that make that he has more dates.
Yeah.
The more people that follow him, the more people are going to go out and see
Absolutely.
him.
Yeah, seriously. Follow this
And
guy.
Blake, get a podcast. Come
Yeah,
on now.
fucking
Yeah,
start a
all
podcast.
right.
I know you don't want to.
Follow
I
me,
know you
follow
don't
me
want
on
to.
Twitter. Follow me on
Yeah,
Twitter.
it's like a
great.
written podcast.
Yeah, it's like a written.
And like short extended characters.
As always, go check out
But-
Neil to No One
yeah.
stuff. Buy our t-shirts.
Buy our t-shirts. Hit me up. Just don't talk to me forever.
The Reddit
Follow our subreddit.
/ bastard sermon.
Follow the subreddit r/the bastard sermon. Follow it. I try to post on it daily if I can. Post whatever you want. And also follow our YouTube and subscribe. Check
Be
out the
quick
Bastard
on the
Sermon
shirts.
group.
We're almost out of them.
Yeah, we're
And
almost
remember,
out.
Almost
Josef
out.
Mengele was actually a transgender, like, man-woman that
That's
was
true.
afraid of being himself, and that's why he tortured thousands of